Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the List Critics, and doing things a little bit differently because I have Jesse with me.
Hello, yeah, you're stuck
Uh,
with me this
I was
time,
about to
everybody.
say that's your cue to say something.
I
Well,
had to wait
anyway,
for that kind of half-second delay. Oh, it's me!
the reason that we didn't do an episode at either show last month, and it really is down to just Peyton is working his ass off. And just doing a lot of overtime and stuff, and he just didn't like have the time, and we kept trying to make a date, and it just kept falling through. And then we decided, and then it's like he was finally home and able to record, and then there was a bunch of drama in his house that he didn't have the peace and quiet that he really needed. So then what happened was we tried to we said, well, we'll record when you're on the road, as long but then his Bluetooth thing wound up missing, and it was a whole thing. And then we didn't even record List Critics 2 because, Jesse, you were like on a fucking camping trip or something.
I was out camping. I was out in the wilderness.
So then, like, the kind of the same thing's happening this month now. We're trying to get together, me and Peyton, to record more stuff. But he, like, he was like, why don't you just this was his idea. He's like, why don't you just record with Jesse, and that'll give me more time to come up with a day. I was like, oh, okay, so here we are. So we're just switching things around for this month, for the month of June.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It,
And
it is 30 degrees in my room right now.
how hot is that in Fahrenheit? I have no idea. Wait, hold on. Let me Google it. Because
Okay.
instead of you telling me, I would rather find out. Let's see.
You'd rather be right.
Yeah, well, that's true. 86 degrees. That is uncomfortable.
Yes.
I would prefer it not to be that.
Yes. Same here.
Okay. Well, let's cool off with some cool lists.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and we're going to start off as we always do with 21 instances of Tumblr getting deep.
Let's get deep
Balls
down
deep.
into the ground.
Balls deep.
Mm.
All right, so number 21. Drunk trophy wife says, is it illegal to have sex in a dressing room? Casey Anthony official says, I've gotten in trouble for jerking it in one, so... And then drunk trophy wife says, but is it illegal? And Casey Anthony official says, I jerked off in a dressing room. Do I sound like a lawyer?
These names are just killing me here.
Drunk trophy
Casey
wife.
Anthony official.
Yeah, I doubt that's Casey Anthony's Tumblr.
Yeah.
Okay, number 26, Pence says, just shows this picture of this bird, the black heron, imitates shelter and generates shade. This attracts the fish and makes them think it's safe when it's really a trap. And Sky Slut says, my mother when she asks me what's wrong.
Hey.
Oh, it's a trap.
Generate shade, am I right?
Yeah. Throwing that shade. Number 19, Melodoodle says, nothing pisses me off more than the fact that 90% of women's jeans have non-functioning pockets, but baby clothes have proper pockets. What are babies carrying around that I'm not? Baby wallets? Fuck off. MX Cloud says, when I was a small child, I carried around a little tiny pumpkin in my pockets for months. And Melodoodle says, I retract my original statement. That is fair and important.
A little tiny pumpkin.
That's cute.
Aw, that's adorable.
I think I've seen that one before. Okay, so number 18. Have you ever heard of the tree that owns itself?
The what that owns itself?
The tree that owns itself.
No?
Okay, so Otter of the World posts a link to a Google article about the tree that owns itself, and it does a little explanation here. It says, my parents live in this town, and the city legally can't tear the tree down to build or anything because the tree has its own legal rights, and they can't do anything about it. The Nicent, I think, says, how does this happen? How did this happen? And Giraffe Police Force says, I love this story because the guy in the early 1800s had so many great childhood memories of this tree and wanted to make sure it was protected no matter what. So he decided the ownership of the tree, so he deeded the ownership of the tree to itself, and everyone just went with it. Then in 1942, this intense windstorm came and knocked the tree over, and people were bummed. But someone saved an acorn from the original tree, so they planted that, and now the son of the tree that owns itself is over 50 feet tall. And since this new tree is technically the offspring of the original tree, it's considered to have legally inherited the plot of land that it's inhabiting. 2 generations of trees owning land is amazing, and if you don't think this is the coolest thing, get right out of my face.
This is fucking weird. That's just weird. Why are people so weird?
That's in Georgia, if you wondered. Yeah. Well, I mean, you hear things about like people like will things to their cat or whatever. So.
Or people marrying themselves? Come on, man.
Well, I don't think you could legally marry yourself.
Well, no, not legally, but they do the whole ceremony and shit.
Well, I heard about the woman who did that, and she's a dork.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I get like what she was trying to do, but it's not as cute as she thinks it is. It's dumb.
Next thing you know, people will be marrying fictional characters.
I think that's already happened as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 17, Thyrell says, a necromancer is just a really late healer.
Shit.
You're too late, Doc. He's already dead. Cracks knuckles. I didn't get my medical license revoked for nothing. And then a goat in the circus says, a goat in the circus. I wish they could have spaces. I like the idea of a necromancer that can bring back the dead but doesn't know how to cure the living, so he has to wait for someone to die before bringing them back. And then Thyrell says, hey, Doc, do you have any splints? I think I fractured my ankle. Cock's gun. No, but I'll do you one better.
Awesome. It's like I got only 1 HP left. Come on, just die already so I can help you.
Okay. So number 16 shows this image of, one of those like really big like dinosaur prints with like the 3 toes?
Yeah, the stereotypical dinosaur print.
Yeah, the fossils with the imprint on it, And this person is putting their hand in. They actually only have 3 fingers, so it looks like they're, like a smaller version of that. So this is from Percy My Jackson. Says, so my driving teacher has 3 fingers on one hand and 4 on the other, and he makes puns about it, and it's great. And today he was like, I went to the museum and found my ancestors. Look, guys, and showed us this.
Lol.
Lol, 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 lol. My favorite thing about the image is the wedding band. Like, how do you decide which finger to put it on when you have 3 fingers on one hand and 4 on the other? Which is the designated ring finger at that point?
The one that it fits on, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, no, but the thing is, they make the ring to fit the finger, don't they?
I guess whichever one's most comfortable.
I guess so, whatever one you want, right?
Yeah.
Flipping the bird must be interesting, too.
It's kind of like, that reminds me of X-Men Wolverine when he retracted the 2...
Oh, yeah. That was funny. Okay, number 15. Baku says, isn't it weird that we can't ride any other animals except horses? Like, if horses weren't a thing, humans would be fucked because we couldn't ride any other animals. Like, riding animals just wouldn't really be a thing. We should probably be more grateful to horses. And Aero Fissit replies with the obvious thing, elephants.
Mm-hmm.
Baku says, blocked. Toaster Hacker says, camels.
Yeah.
Baku says, extra blocked.
Keep going.
Sinful Percy says, donkeys.
Yeah.
Baku says, ultra blocked. And Fontaine says, that dick.
Oh!
And Baku says, followed. You could ride that D, beaches.
What about ostriches?
I guess you could ride an ostrich, right? If you're Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That movie we all try to forget about, right? Then again, we try to forget a lot about Cosby these days.
Just bury it.
Okay, Dime Tradone says, this is number 14. Sometimes I hate having a tooth gap, but it allows me to be able to shoot liquids through my teeth for defensive purposes. And Rusted says, I just choked on my coffee. And Dime Tradone says, if you had a tooth gap, you could weaponize such an occurrence.
Isn't that called eking? When you kind of squirt like a little bit of water out of your teeth?
I have no idea. I'm kind of surprised and yet not surprised that it would have an actual name.
Yeah, I think it's eking.
Eking? That sounds
like
vaguely sexual.
Hey, baby. Want to do a little eking tonight?
Yeah, number 13. Beardy Boy Wonder says, every gamer's reaction upon finding a blood-covered room. Well, that's not good. And Honey Stop the Car says, I'm pretty sure that is not inclusive to just gamers.
Yeah, but I think it's more the attitude, like, that's not good.
Yeah, well,
as opposed to, oh my god!
Yeah, if you found a room full of blood in real life, you might run screaming in the other direction.
Although I'd have a feeling my first initial reaction would really be, that's not good, and then turn around and run.
This is just less than ideal. It reminds me of like something I like to do in game, especially first-person shooters. Like especially the really violent ones. When you know how like sometimes you'll find somebody's just like absolutely mangled corpse.
Like it doesn't even look like a human body.
Or maybe somebody's just bisected or their head is exploded. Like somebody who's not just dead, but they're like super dead.
Having a real bad day.
Yeah, and I'll point the camera at it and I'll go, huh, he didn't make it.
He'll never become the head of a major corporation.
Number 12. Delightful Donut Dream says, do you ever wonder how many stories have been told about you? I don't mean rumors or gossip. A story like, one time I was at the mall and this girl dropped her hot dog, but she picked it up and ate it. What if I'm that girl? How many times have people seen me doing something I thought no one saw and is now being used as an icebreaker at family dinner? And then Hello It's Bees says, one time I was in the historical park in New York and I was climbing a tree in order to get a good photo, and I fell out just as a family was walking past. 2 years later, I ran into the mom at Stop and Shop and she gasped and said, oh my God, tree girl? And I've never been the same since.
Things that'll make you go,
Okay, so this is Impossible Rebel Blaze post this picture. Now, do you remember like how right around when Deadpool 2 was coming out, they did this thing at like Walmart and a couple other stores where like literally all the new Blu-ray covers had Deadpool on them, even if they had nothing to do with it.
No, but that's kind of fun.
Oh, they did that. So so they took the poster for this is a poster for that movie, Life of the Party.
Yeah.
And they, just like basically drew Deadpool's face over the main character and like drew like little swords behind it and like just wrote all over it and tried to make it look like it says Deadpool 2, and they even crossed out the date to write the proper date that it's coming out. It says, so this was the movie poster for Deadpool 2 at the movie theater in my town. They made it themselves because the actual poster never got there. And Newt Geisler says, that is such a Deadpool move, I thought it was a real fucking poster.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just cross out Melissa McCarthy's face and put Deadpool there. It's fine.
Wasn't like one of the actual Deadpool 2 posters supposed to be like a mock of the Infinity War poster?
I think a fan made that one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they made references to Infinity War, but...
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 10, Brain Static says, everyone's like those Germans have a word for everything, but English has a word for tricking someone into watching the music video for Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. That is
so
true.
Specific.
That is true. I don't know if Rick Roll is in the dictionary, but maybe it should be.
Someday, I guess.
It's in Urban Dictionary.
Definitely. I wonder if eking is in Urban Dictionary.
Well, let's find out. How do you spell it?
I don't know. Eeking. I'm just guessing.
Eking? I mean, Now, here it is. Eking is letting your leg hairs or any other hairs on your body grow long enough so it doesn't hurt as much when you eventually shave or wax them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were way off on that one.
All right.
Okay, number 9.
I learned something today.
Number 9. So, the twins that played Fred and George in the Harry Potter movies?
Yeah.
So, there's a caption. It's from an interview where this very dumb woman interviewing them says, "Are you twins in real life?" So one of them says, "Yeah, no, it's quite a weird story. We met at the audition." And Blue Alice 17, who posted it, just says, "This is golden." Okay.
I hope that interview is real and not just some fake caption.
It could go either way, I guess. Number 8, G. Jarber says, you guys really just don't check your fucking phones, huh? You don't give a fuck and a half about your notifications. You just carry it around with you everywhere, but you don't actually go on it. Maybe somebody texted you. Maybe you received an email. Maybe you need to take your daily Duolingo lesson. But no, you really just can't be bothered. Fuck you. And Reckless Ravager replies with, the Duolingo Owl wrote this post.
What is Duolingo?
It's a, well, as you might guess from the name, it's an app for helping you learn other languages.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the owl's finally fed up, like, I'm sending you all these notifications.
Number 7. No, imagine if the owl was sentient and you're ignoring the notifications for it because you just don't feel like, doing it anymore, but you just haven't bothered to uninstall the app, and the owl just assumes that you're just not looking at your phone at all.
Yeah, come on, man. This is important.
You might have a text. Okay, so uh, number number 7 posts this thing. I guess it's from a movie or something. The caption is, "A lesson I learned in the hospital. When you masturbate while attached to a heart monitor, it scares the nurses a lot." So CM Cross says, "No, you don't understand. This actually happens. We got a 16-year-old boy in our unit once because pediatrics was full and it's about 1 in the morning and all the nurses are at the nurses station having a break and we're all talking and having a laugh. And then all of a sudden the kid's heart monitor just goes crazy. So we called the code and I grabbed the crash cart and about 6 of us just take off running down the hall and we bust in the room and this kid is just sitting there with his hand around his junk looking mortified. So we just sort of backed out of the room quietly, walked calmly to the stairwell and had a total and complete hysterical breakdown. It was the funniest shit ever."
Oh, that poor kid.
I don't know, maybe some of the nurses were kind of hot. It might have helped them finish, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so the cold heart of space says, "So there's this guy in three of my dance classes. And first off, I'm 5'7", 5'11" in dance shoes, 170 pounds, broad shoulders and big hips, and not small in any dimension. For a ballroom dancer, this means a lot of time spent learning the men's parts, especially in lips. I've had years now of guys just kind of going, lol, heck no, when told to lift me. I don't admit this part much, but it makes me want to sink into the ground and die when every other girl can be lifted, but I'm just too big. So this guy, smaller than me and really cute, shows up at auditions, and I see this girl across the room getting tossed about like the beautiful pixie she is, and apparently I looked a little wistful because this boy asked me if I liked lifts. Oh, I've never actually really done the girl's part. I'm a little big, haha, laugh it off as usual. He looked me dead in the eye and then picked me up like a movie princess, bounced me in the air a few times, and then set me down effortlessly while telling me whoever refused to lift me before was just being a lazy wimp. I seriously doubt this boy will ever really get to know how much that meant to me, but holy cow, some faith in humanity just got restored." Neurodivergent Crow replies with, "Magical boy of body positivity."
Oh, that's a nice story. That's just a nice story.
Yeah, it is just a nice story. Okay, so Lottery Winners on Acid says, this is number 5. "Today a student emailed me over a draft of his essay in 1984 and had clearly used a thesaurus on every single word. And how I know this is because the party slogan, 'Big Brother is watching you,' had become 'Enormous Sibling is viewing you,' and I laughed so hard I cried."
I like that. Enormous sibling is viewing you.
It sounds like something out of North Korea, right?
Yeah, or it sounds a little less harsh.
So well-manicured man replies with, "You, big brother. Me, an intellectual. Enormous sibling."
Yes.
Okay, Chef Pyro here, number 4. Chef Pyro here says, "Having an opinion on philosophy makes you a philosopher, even if you think philosophy is stupid and pointless. That's a philosophy. You can't escape." And Disgruntled Mushroom replies with this comic strip from Scotch Tape where there's this gray alien dude wearing a hoodie, and he says, "Socrates was a little bitch. I don't know jack shit neither, but you don't see me bragging about it." And then all of a sudden this sash appears on him that says Socrates 2.0, and he goes, "Oh, hell."
You just can't escape it.
Suddenly Scotch Tape's comic makes more sense to me.
It's kind of like on Wikipedia. When you click enough links, you're going to get to philosophy.
That's, yeah, probably, right? Number 3, Crocs here says, "How am I supposed to make creative, funny text posts when nothing happens in my life at all?" And Apple the Fruit says, "You just use a story from Sims and pretend it really happened to you." Kate Love says, "One time I was swimming, but the pool ladders disappeared, so I couldn't get out of the pool, and I swam for 10 hours and then died." And the Booty Diaries replies with, "Classic."
Man, I hate when that happens, when the ladders just disappear.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst, right?
Mm.
Jay Burkish says, "Me, E3's during Pride Month. That means video games are gay." Ubisoft. No matter which gender you pick to be in the new Assassin's Creed, you can romance men and women. Naughty Dog. Ellie from The Last of Us has a girlfriend. Me. I was just joking, but like video game developers giving the gays what we deserve, God bless Happy Pride games are gay. Have you heard about how people are upset about that, by the way?
Upset about what? Which one?
Well, mostly Assassin's Creed, because it takes place in ancient Greece, and there was this guy on Twitter, really funny fucking tweet. He says something like, that's not historically accurate.
Mm.
And the Greeks followed religious doctrine. That means they would kill gays. And somebody was like, you actually think Greece wasn't gay? What the fuck? Greece was so gay. As a matter of fact, this wasn't in the tweet, but in some of the parts of ancient Greece, women would shave their head on their wedding night so that their groom would be a little more in their comfort zone.
Yeah, man, them orgies, just all kinds of naked dudes.
Well, that was more of a Roman thing, orgies.
Bathhouses.
And it was more about food, but yeah, now the Greece was hella gay, and this guy says, well, I know that Greece followed Christianity. And it's like, wow, yeah, a couple of 100 years before Jesus was born, that makes a whole lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
The guy deactivated his Twitter. It's hilarious.
Rightfully so. And as for the whole people getting up in arms about all that stuff, who cares?
What's the funny is all they're doing is they're giving you the option. You don't have to take that option.
It doesn't even matter. The game is still the game. It's going to be more Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Well, I this is interesting because, I don't really think of Assassin's Creed as a series with a whole lot of romance in it,
Yeah. More just like
decided to
walking and killing.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is number 1, and unfortunately I've seen this one before, but we'll go with it anyway. Jackal Cross says, standing next to sunflowers always makes me feel weak. Like, look at this fucking flower. This flower is taller than I am. This flower is winning, and I'm losing. And the shouting end of life says, wow, you are not ready to hear about trees.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, out of 21, there were a couple of repeats in there, but the ones that were pretty entertaining. I was entertained. I'm going to give it a 19. What do you say, Jesse?
I was going to give it a 19 too. You're stealing my thunder.
Oh, no, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I know.
And you know how it's always a thing that Julie always texts me and is like, hey, babe, what you up to? And I'm like, recording List Critics.
Yep.
It's almost like every time she texts me, I'm either recording List Critics or recording List Critics 2 or recording in general. But, she's good at that. And she just texted me, hey, babe, how you doing? I said, hey, recording List Critics. She goes, sorry.
It's like a sixth sense for recording.
It really is. It really is. Okay, well, anyway, let's move on to 15 Twitter jokes everyone should read.
Now, they say everyone should read. Some of these might not necessarily. We'll see.
Well, we'll be the judge of that, right?
Right.
Okay, so here we go, number 15. This is from Cheesh at the Cheesh. Mother, can you please fix my computer? Me, leans back in chair. Well, 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 if it isn't Miss Get Off That Computer, years 1994 to 2006.
That's
fun.
That's pretty good.
Okay, number 14, John at ARF Measure says, therapist, what's wrong? Me. If I do the Borat voice once more, I'll be getting a divorce. And who told you that? Me. Tearfully clears throat. I don't get it.
Me neither. Tearfully clears throat.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Oh, my wife. Get it? His wife told him?
Yeah, but they didn't put that part in there.
I guess we had to fill it in ourselves.
That's lame. Terry F. at Daemonic3 says, getting urine test results. You've tested positive for opiates, probably the bagel I had, and THC, cocaine, steroids, and also you're pregnant. It was an everything bagel. I like it. I like it.
Boom. I like it. Yeah.
An everything bagel. Number 12, David Hughes at David 8U says, son hands me a picture he painted. What's that? It's our house. Walks outside with son. Do you see how it absolutely isn't? It's not that funny. I mean, you think about stuff like that, but you don't actually say it,
these are 15 Twitter jokes we should read. I didn't really need to read that.
Yeah, I didn't need to read that. You didn't read it. You only heard it. I had to read
True.
it. Yeah. Number 11, Jamie at Space Jamie says, a guy just tried to mansplain to me what a sawhorse is, but I shut him down because I am well aware that it is the past tense of seahorse. Thanks. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Number 10, whatever the hell it is, says, me as a DJ. Where my single ladies at? Drunk responses. This one's for you. Turns off music. Serious tone. This is a bad place to meet men. I had to put a little something into that.
I love the Foley work there.
Number 9, Cat Demon at Corn on the Goblin says, cop, have you been drinking? Me, no. Can you blow into this? Is that soup? It's too hot.
That's all right. What? All right. Carrying around soup?
That's like a joke that a 3-year-old would tell. It's awful.
Frovo,
Frovo,
yeah,
Frovo at Frovo says, Robin, the Batmobile won't start. Batman, check the battery. Robin, what's a Terry? Oh, all right, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's a knee slapper.
No, it's kind of funny. Like,
yeah,
I smiled, but I ain't laughing, you know?
I smiled too.
I love this next person's Twitter name. It's MehGuyver.
MehGuyver.
So MehGuyver at Andrew Nadeau 0 says, my wife, we named you after our favorite songs. You Were Mine, Layla. I love that. Me, and You Were Mine, theme from DuckTales. No, yeah, I figured.
Woo!
His son is named Theme from DuckTales. I like it. All right. Number 6. Joe, that's like reminds me of a thing on Whose Line Is It Anyway, where they were supposed to do a sketch where they could only talk in song titles.
Oh, I love those.
And
they had such difficulty all the time.
And at one point, Ryan Stiles looks straight into the camera and goes, "Theme from Titanic." All right, number 6, joke-free zone. Oh, by the way, I just remembered it has to do with Deadpool 2, actually. So apparently Kanye West had this whole thing where he flipped out on Twitter about Deadpool 2.
What beef does he have with it?
No beef. He loved the movie, but he felt like his songs should have been in the movie.
Oh.
And he was like, yo, you know, I don't normally let movies or nothing use my songs, but I would totally clear it for Deadpool. Y'all got to talk to me about this shit, because I was watching Deadpool 2 and that shit was funny, but, you know, some of the song in it kind of sounded like one of my songs, so I'm saying, you know, you obviously want it to sound like me, so you should ask me. And Ryan Reynolds goes, oh, yeah, thanks, I agree, I'll let Celine Dion know.
Ooh, yeah.
Celine Dion did the soundtrack. You idiot.
Of course.
Okay, number.
I hope it gets nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? That was actually a pretty decent song too.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the video for it?
I did.
I could not stop laughing at that.
The end part where she calls him Spider-Man.
Screw off, Spider-Man. Why does she sound like that?
French Canadian.
She doesn't sound French or Canadian. She sounds like she's from like Latvia or some shit.
French Canadian. Trust me.
Okay, all right, I'll go with it. Okay, number 6, joke-free zone at SeanDon76 says, me, Kensington, fetch my robe. You sold your robe and everything else you own so you could afford a butler. Hold me, Kensington.
Aww.
Alrighty then. I can see why his Twitter is called joke-free zone.
Hey.
Dan Mentos at Dan Mentos says, Bob the beer dropper. I make the worst decisions. Me, hold my beer.
Ah.
I get it.
That's clever. That's clever.
It's more clever than funny, but I get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, Chooch at Chooch says, sorry, standing outside your house with a sign that says prom was probably a confusing way to ask you what prom means.
Like prom with a question mark? Prom?
Yeah. That's so fucking stupid. I'm not laughing with the joke. I'm laughing at the joke.
I don't know. I like it. I'm on board.
Wow. Number 3, press secretary LOL at LOL says, web designer wakes up in lava. Why am I in hell? Satan, you know. Was it the auto? It was the fucking autoplay videos, dude.
That's friggin' autoplay.
Yeah, nobody likes it.
No.
Number 2, Elizabeth Williams at Eliza's Soul 80 says, if you see a tweet you don't like, be sure to tell the person. They're here to please you, the most intelligent person on the internet.
Yeah.
And there was somebody who took that advice way too seriously and got elected president.
Oh.
Number 1, Tommy Tough Stuff at Tommy Tough Stuff says, this is from Jeopardy. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Leans into the microphone. No thanks, Alex.
Oh, what would happen if they did that?
That would be great. That would be great. Like, imagine if somebody was like, mind your own damn business.
Yeah, can we just get to the game? Like, they just get more just bitter.
I just imagine they would cut the cameras and Alex Trebek would walk over and like slap the person around a little. And then
they answer they have all their questions ending with an interrobang.
Okay, out of 15, what do you say?
I liked a lot of these, but I think there were 2 where I was like, meh, so 13.
You know, I'm going to give it a 13 as well. There were a lot that I thought were dumb, but I was still laughing throughout it. I was entertained regardless. So
yeah, there was material to mine.
Yeah. Okay, so moving. I have another one from Pleated Jeans. I think you guys might find this interesting. It's more tweets, but it's 30 plus. Why is it 30 plus? It's 35. Just say it's 35.
Yeah.
35 tweets I thought were really funny when I was drunk yesterday.
Uh-oh. Okay.
All right. So number 35, M. Diane at Cult Mother says, told my boyfriend I was going to start my period, and he said, again? It's like, you know what? You're right. I'm canceling my subscription.
If only. Holy.
Number 34, Ricky Brumbaugh says, dude, I'm like the worst when it comes to packing for trips. Like, I know I won't need 20 pairs of underwear for a 5-day trip, but what if I pee my pants twice every single day I'm there?
Yeah, or like, I don't know, fall into a patch of mud or something, and then like, well, the outside might get dirty, but you never know about the inside.
Well, you might, you'd have to do it twice every day, though.
It's possible.
Yeah.
You could just be really clumsy. What if you're really clumsy?
Numbers, that's like that part in Dragon Quest VII where the girl falls down the stairs every morning.
I forgot about that.
Number 33, Kevin Nguyen says, I often think fondly of the stranger on the subway who saw me playing a game on my phone and told me to read a fucking book, not knowing at the time that I was a full-time book reviewer.
Oh, boy. Yeah, maybe they just wanted a break from friggin' reading, you know?
I mean, I just want to point out that Kevin Nguyen is quite a famous book critic.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I'm not into the book critic scene.
Well, now you know. Number 32, Thomas here says, me, can I get a Coke? IHOB waiter. Is Pepsi okay?
What? Pepsi?
Because it's IHOB.
Oh, IHOB now.
And by the way, the people freaking out about this, you guys know the IHOB thing is temporary, and it's like, hey, let me just tell you guys something. They've always had burgers.
It's just a promotional tool. That's it.
That's all it is. It's just to get your attention. They've always had burgers.
Like when McDonald's flipped around their M's to celebrate Women's Day.
How would flipping them around celebrate Women's Day?
Turn them into W's.
Now, all that would make you think is I'm at some weird-ass Wendy's right here. Number 31.
Hey, man, it wasn't my idea.
Yeah. Sky Amber says, my ex-boyfriend called me a house cat. He said, you nap a lot, you disappear for a few hours, and nobody knows what the fuck you do. You come back around and ask for attention, and then you push people away and nap again. The accuracy, though.
That is a cat.
Yeah, it is a cat.
And potential humans.
Yeah. Number 30, Michael Margolis says, Alexa, remind me to feed the baby. And it shows that Alexa says, 2 o'clock, defeat the baby. One reminder.
Defeat?
Oh, well. Can you imagine when that pings? Here is your reminder, defeat the baby. Oh, see, you were going for Final Fantasy. I was going to do like Guile's theme.
Oh, yeah, that'd be better.
The Guile's theme just starts playing. Okay, number 29. Holly M says, well, it was a nice lake day until my dog nearly drowned my sister. Shows us picture of this poor girl trying to swim, and the dog is like trying to climb on top of her as she's swimming.
Like, we're just playing. No,
Yeah.
we're
This
doing.
fucking golden retriever looks like he's trying to murder this girl. Okay, number 28. Hashlanta at hashtag Free Nasty says, I trust Chick-fil-A so much that I don't even check my bag. And if they get my order wrong, I just assume they know what's best for me.
Uh,
Bro, that's not funny. Even if I was drunk, that ain't funny.
were they trying to be political with that? Like, they know what's best for you.
No, they're just
because
sucking
they're-
Chick-fil-A's dick right there.
Yeah.
Number 27, King Brandon the First says, to be honest, every other number is higher than 1. What? Oh, because they're replying to this other tweet where Elvira Hancock says, how you gonna upgrade me? What's higher than number 1? Well, to be honest, yeah, it's true. To be honest, every other number is higher than 1.
Yeah.
Like all the numbers are higher than 1, right?
Everything beyond 1.0.
Yeah. Number 26, Megan O'Brien says, turns out the cream I've been putting in my coffee each morning that I brought home from Africa has an alcohol content of 17%. No wonder I've been having such great days lately.
Great days and mediocre afternoons.
Well, that's not a whole lot of alcohol when you consider it's just from creamer, right?
True, but how many coffees you having in the morning?
Oh, that depends. Have you, by the way, have you seen this picture that's been making the rounds of like
Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Of a Cheeto in place of a door lock.
No.
You know
What?
those door locks where you slide the thing over
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like missing in the picture, and somebody put a Cheeto in there, and it's like it'll have a caption like oh, when the password is password or something like that.
Oh, ha ha ha.
So AK here they said, me putting my foot down and telling my friends I'm not drinking tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said that before.
And then you drink.
Yeah, and fall out
Because-
of chairs.
Cheetos. So number 24, one of your hoes posts this picture of these 3 mice looking up at a 4th mouse that's on top of like a little toy house, and it's got its arms like up in the air, like hallelujah kind of thing. And it just says, what religion is this?
Like, are they real mice?
Yeah, they're real mice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. Like, yeah, what is going on?
You know what religion that is? All of them.
Yes.
Number 23, Gonzo Trucker says, picked up a hitchhiker last night. He said, thanks. How do you know I'm not a serial killer? I replied, the chances of 2 serial killers being in the same car are astronomical. Okay,
That's a good response.
I like that. Number 22, if I saw, this person's name is just a symbol, so fuck that. If I saw something like this, I would want to touch it because I'm stupid. It's a lava flow.
What? What?
Yeah, you really don't even want to go too close to them. Like,
No.
I know there's YouTube videos of people putting like an iPhone in front of it and seeing what happens, but I don't recommend you really go, touch them.
Like, just what about all the stuff that's kicking up in the air?
Well, no, I mean, it's not like like one of those slow-ass blobs, like that kind of thing is what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Number 21, Joe here says, stranger walks past my house minding their own business. My dog. We are fucking under attack.
Yeah.
It's true. Number 20, Daniel here says, Jesus breakdancing to impress his friends, 80-20, colorized. It's a picture, a perfectly timed picture of a guy falling into water where his hand is below him, and it looks like he's breakdancing on the surface of the water.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like his hand hasn't broken the surface
Yeah,
yet?
it hasn't quite broken it, so that's really cool.
Neat.
Alexa here, number 19, says, my brother used to practice Oh, all right, she's replying. I hate when it's a reply. So first, Daniel Valenzuela says, my sister was having a bad day because of some guy, so I decided to buy her all her favorite things to show her how a good guy should really treat her. And then Alexa says, my brother used to practice WWE moves on me.
Yeah.
Very different. Me and my sister used to have epic pillow fights. Like, we're out for blood.
Like just smashing each other in the face?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It was fun. Number 18, Eli Miller here says, oh, it's another reply. Okay, Reductress says, yay, this millennial got hit by a city bus and can finally pay off her student loans. And Eli Miller says, ugh, one of the lucky ones. It's like that guy in Office Space that got hit by the car. Believe in
Which
your
one?
dreams.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, number 17. So, I don't even know what I'm fucking looking. Oh, it's a little video. Should I play? All right. So it says, Maddie says, I DM'd this girl and her boyfriend sent me this back. So I'm going to play this video. It's 7 seconds long.
Mm.
It's literally a dude punching the camera lens over and over again. Oh my god, and then he fucking teabags it.
Oh.
Like he, like literally, like at first there's nothing, and this guy appears and starts like wailing on the fucking camera lens, and then all of a sudden his ass is just right there.
Wow. It's like, this could be you.
This could, maybe stay away from that girl.
Mm.
Number 16, Mason Ramsey says, they always say yee-haw. They never ask haw ye. Fuck off with that. You know, you don't even deserve a little blue check mark next to your name, Mason Ramsey, whoever the fuck you are.
Wow, they got verified.
Yeah. Number 15, Joe says, oh, well, okay, it starts with Buffalo Wild Wings, actually. So Buffalo Wild Wings tweets, well, we were hacked, and it wasn't funny. We apologize for the awful post, which obviously did not come from us. So Joe says, drunk me, drunk text someone. Sober me, and then, that you know, because the reply is below.
Yeah.
So it looks like sober me is, you know, we were hacked. I get it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. So Alyssa here posts this meme of two very muscular arms coming together. It looks like arm wrestling, but the connotation is different. Where the left arm is labeled gay people. The right arm is labeled their moms, and the hand holding is labeled listening to 80s music.
Oh, that's how they come together.
I guess. I didn't know that.
Very bizarre.
I have so many gay friends, and nobody has ever told me that they listen to 80s music with their mom.
Obviously, there must be some kind of small demographic of people.
Very small.
The Venn diagram exists somewhere.
Very small. Number 13, Terry F. says, friend, what's new? Me. My wife left me for some guy at the rental car company. Hurts? Yeah, it really does.
Bum bum.
Well, I guess if you were drunk, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so L here says, I have to tell you something. Me. Same, let's say it together. And then, like, one person says, I want to break up, and the other person says, the genie in Aladdin didn't have no nipples.
Those are two very different thought processes.
And then they post 4 pictures of what the genie would look like if he had nipples.
Is it unsettling?
It's mildly unsettling, yeah. Mildly unsettled. Number 11, Alyssa Limpera says, the airport is a lawless place. 7 a.m., drink a beer. Tired, sleep on the floor. Hungry, chips now cost $17.
They do kind of live by their own rules there, don't they?
You know, once you go into an airport, it's all laws of man and God are gone. It's Thunderdome in there.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Yeah. Number 10, Rav here says, if I say on my way, I'm going to need you to say okay or something for confirmation or I ain't leaving the house. Okay.
All right,
Number 9, Viking says, since I and most of my friends were born in the 90s, that means that in 2069 we will all be between 70 and 80 years old, which in turn means that there's a good chance that I or someone I know will die on 4/20/69.
Oh, shit.
My therapist, whoa, you're right.
My response would just be, nice.
Nice. Number 8, Benkashi69 says, not eating all day so that you can get drunk off 2 beers. It's called financial health. Look it up, idiot.
Yeah, idiot.
I don't think that's any kind of health right there.
Well, it's some kind of unhealth.
Yeah, it's something. Number 7, this is Marquise Brownlee, the basketball player.
Huh.
He says, Elon Musk reading headlines about autopilot crashes when humans crash thousands of times every day. And, all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to move on past that. I'm sorry, dude. Don't quit your day job.
Some people try.
Number 6, Xavier here says, straight white people asking where their heterosexual pride day at when they know damn well Old Navy's 4th of July sale's coming up.
Ah.
Shots fired. I fucking love
Oh,
it. I love it. That's great.
that's pretty good.
That's great.
America.
I know quite a few people who need that in their life. Let me actually. I'm gonna send that to AJ. He ain't gay, but he'll appreciate it. He's technically on the LG TV somewhere.
Somewheres.
Somewhere. He's on the spectrum. Oh shit. Oh, here we are. Okay, number 5. Jordan Block here says, this restaurant concealing their B health rating as brunch sign is just me as a person. Yeah, so they got a B, and you know how there's like the huge B on the paper, and they put like they match the font, and they put like an R and then a U, and like going down. So it looks like it says brunch. That's funny as fuck. Don't look too closely at it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, B's a whole lot better than some other grades you can get, right?
Ugh.
Okay, number 4. B. Kerr here says, remember when maths teacher said you won't have a calculator on you all the time when you're older? Well, guess what? I do, and I keep it in my pocket right next to my phone.
Wait, what?
Wouldn't you... Okay, I get it. It's a subversion. Because you would think when they say, well, guess what? I have the fucking app on my phone. But they're saying, no, they do keep a calculator on the top.
An actual calculator.
Yeah.
Is it a TI-88?
Oh, those are shitty calculators, too. It's like the shittiest fucking calculator there is.
Bet you could run Doom on it.
Probably, yeah. Number 3, Adam Hess, this is the Adam Hess here, says, took 28 years to realize that no matter what the meeting is about, if you randomly chime in with, it's always about finding that balance, people will always agree.
It is always about finding that balance.
Okay, number 2, Desus Nice. I have no idea who this person is, but they have a check mark, so... they said, you either unpack your luggage immediately when you get home, or you do it 10 weeks later. No in between. That's true.
Yeah. When I got back from camping, it was maybe 3 or 4 days until I was like, maybe I should empty it out.
And finally, number 1, Zach Svobodny says, don't get me wrong. I enjoy going out on the weekends, but when you find the right girl, there's something super relaxing about just laying in bed with her on a Saturday night, taking it easy, and capping off the night by handing her the $350 an hour she charges for her escort service.
That's subversion.
Well, I guess if that's the way you want to be, out of 35, I'm mixed on this one.
Yeah.
Some of these were I get like the title of this. I want to remind you was tweets that you thought were really funny when you were drunk yesterday.
If I was drunk, I probably would have thought almost all of these.
Some of these were, well, I think the thought is that you wouldn't find them funny if you're drunk. I don't know. But, or if you're not drunk, rather. But a lot of them were funny, and then some of them were just like, no. I'm going to give it a 25. I don't know. I feel like that's a safe place to be.
I feel a little better about it. I'd give it a 30.
A 30. A 30. Okay, where's that thing I had from Crack? I have a bunch from Crack, but there was one that I really wanted to do. Do you remember when we... Oh, here it is. Do you remember when we did the explain a movie plot badly thing?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that again.
Oh, I'm not very good at it, though.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be. So this is 26. It's from Crack. But it's a little different. It's 26 accurate... I mean, they call it something else. See, they're calling it 26 movie recaps that save you the trouble of seeing the film.
Okay, so they sum everything up in a little bite size.
But I looked at it, and it's definitely explain a film plot badly.
Okay.
Okay. So, we'll make it into a little game. I'll say it, and you tell me if you know the movie.
Okay.
So, number 26. A sheriff searches for a hillbilly and a guy with a bad haircut while having an existential crisis.
Oh, is that Deliverance?
Well, that ain't a bad guess, but no. You might want to focus on guy with a bad haircut.
Oh, what is that movie called? Is it the one with David Spade?
No, it's not that.
What the hell was that movie?
Although every David Spade movie is an existential crisis. It's actually No Country for Old Men.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, well, you know how Javier Bardem, every movie he's in, he just has like the ugliest fucking hairdo. And it's always different.
I've seen that scene when he's got the coin and he's, intimidating that dude,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
it.
The guy was intimidated.
Hmm.
All right, number 25. Teenage girl kills a woman and steals her shoes. Meets fun friends. Together they kill the woman's sister.
Oh my God, I wouldn't know where to begin.
It, it,
So,
I
girl
mean,
kills woman.
just concentrate on the beginning. Teenage girl kills woman and steals her shoes.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it's obviously the Wizard of Oz.
Fun friends, yeah.
And then they kill her sister.
Yeah.
Because why not? She's a bitch anyway. No, I love this one. It's so easy, but I love it. It's so hilarious. Number 24. Charlton Heston takes a somewhat complicated trip to New York.
A complicated trip to New York?
Yeah.
Oh, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it is Planet of the Apes.
You blow it up!
You maniacs! Oh, number 23. Picture an online troll. Add actual willingness to risk dying for his art.
Actual online troll. Willingness to die for his art?
Okay, well, let me, because you fucked that up already.
Oh.
Picture a guy who's like an online troll who's always saying he's going to do this, he's going to do that, but he ain't going to do shit because he's a pussy.
Yeah.
Now imagine if that guy wasn't a pussy.
Oh.
So you take one of these online maniacs. What if they really did all the crazy shit they say? What would you get?
I have no idea.
You might get the Joker because it's the Dark Knight.
Oh, I would not have thought of that.
Yeah, I mean,
long time.
well, because it's focusing more on the Joker than on Batman. But yeah, all right, number 22.
I don't know.
Everybody swears a lot and then dies. I mean,
Pulp Fiction?
it's actually The Hateful Eight, but I was about to say that could be almost any Tarantino movie.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why Pulp Fiction was the first one I thought. I haven't seen The Hateful Eight either.
I haven't seen it either, but I mean, if you told me, hey, everyone swears a lot and then dies, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
That's a Tarantino.
Yeah.
And plus feet. There'd be some feet in there.
You gotta have the foot fetish, yeah. Okay. Number 21. Con artist becomes rich after swindling the working class with trash stocks. It will make you want to hit yourself repeatedly on the chest.
Hit yourself repeatedly on the chest.
Focus on the first part, but that. Con
Trash
artist
stock.
becomes rich after swindling the working class with trash stocks.
Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know, man.
No, that is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Wolf
Okay.
of Wall Street. Yeah.
Sell me this pen.
Number 20. A boxer, hungry for revenge, travels east to fight a steroid-fueled giant. His wife disapproves at first.
Huh. Fight a giant.
No, not a literal giant. Now, we're not talking Jack and the Beanstalk here.
Yeah.
We're talking just a really tall dude.
Yeah. Rocky 4?
It is Rocky 4.
Yeah.
It is,
I must break you.
I must break you. Guy talks to a bunch of animals and does little else.
Dr. Doolittle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle. Interestingly, they went with the Eddie Murphy version on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One man invents lip syncing, dubbing, and the movie musical. The other one gets all the credit and the girl.
Is this a musical?
It is a musical. It's probably the most famous musical ever released.
Not The Sound of Music. That's got to do with Nazis and stuff.
No. It's actually Singing in the Rain.
Oh, I've never seen that. I've seen clips.
I've seen some of it.
Hmm.
I'm not really into musicals, so
Sounds like a sad ending for the one person.
Yeah. Well, they're you see, the thing is, they're referring more to the actors.
Oh. Okay.
Number 17. Somehow a seasoned cop doesn't understand due process and endangers civilians' lives by letting a psychopath walk free.
I have a feeling this one's going to subvert me in some way. I don't know. I'm thinking of like Bad Lieutenant.
Not real. No. You think more serious than that.
Copland.
Not a bad guess. It's actually Dirty Harry.
Oh, I mean, I've seen that once. It was good, but it's been a while.
Yeah. Number 16, I love this one. Whiny glory hound turns into dangerous psychopath.
Whiny glory hound turns into dangerous psychopath.
Yep.
I don't know which way they're going. What is it?
It could be a lot of movies. Just throw a guess out.
Zoolander 2? Or
Oh. It's actually Revenge of the Sith. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, Anakin. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if it's Zoolander because wasn't he like a sleeper cell or something?
I only saw the first one, so I don't know about the second.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you're going to get this next one because I don't know if you've seen this movie, but we'll try. A college student solves a mystery and meets a sex-crazed Roy Orbison-loving psychopath with an Oedipus complex.
Holy shit, what?
There's a lot going on there, huh?
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Roy Orbison. I'm thinking, like, was there a song in the movie? Was there...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, the song is also the name of the movie.
Pretty Woman?
Yeah, because there's a college student solving a mystery. Sex-crazy Roy Orbison-loving psychopath with an Oedipus complex in that, right?
Right?
Yeah. She wore blue
Velvet. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I would not particularly recommend it.
Seen Blue Lagoon?
I wouldn't recommend that either. Okay, number 14. This is another one I don't know if you've seen, but we'll try it. A lonely man becomes let's try that again. A lonely man becomes an unexpected father, then has to deal with a gross baby.
Becomes an unexpected father. A lonely man, did you say?
A lonely man, yeah.
Unexpected father and deals with a gross baby.
Yeah.
Son of the Mask?
You know what? That fits. It's not it, but it fits.
Right?
It's actually Eraserhead.
Oh, dang. Oh, my brother would kill me.
Okay, number 13.
Loves Eraserhead.
This is too easy. If you know, they made this one way too obvious.
You haven't dealt with me before, have you?
I have, though. You're going to get this. Killer robot turned good guy goes back in time to rescue a suburban hoodlum with a dirt bike and a Guns N' Roses cassette tape.
Terminator 2?
Yeah, I mean, how many clues do you need, right?
Guns N' Roses?
Basically, the whole plot and the soundtrack in that, you know? You know, because he had that tape.
Tape? I don't remember any Guns N' Roses tape.
You don't remember the song You Could Be Mine from Terminator 2?
What part was that?
The part where John Connor was blasting it on his boombox?
Maybe. I remember Bad to the Bone.
Oh, okay. They brought it back in Terminator 4, too. They showed that even in the future, he still had that fucking tape.
Oh, well, good for Guns N' Roses, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Maybe they released Chinese Democracy by then. No, they already have.
I mean, yeah, that did come out in like 2000.
The joke would have worked a couple years ago.
Yeah. The joke would have worked like a little more than a decade ago, actually.
Yeah.
Number 12. Alien seeks its testosterone fix, gets an overdose, dies. I like that. That's a good one.
Testosterone fix, overdoses, dies.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm trying to think of alien movies. It's not coming to me.
No, there's only one alien in this movie.
Only one alien. It's not Alien, is it?
No, because there's it's an alien looking for a testosterone fix, and they get a little too much, and then they die.
Predator?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Predator.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
You son of a bitch. Number 11. Will Smith tries to stop a robot uprising in a movie supposedly based on a book about how robot uprisings are stupid.
Oh, iRobot?
Yeah, it's iRobot.
I did not murder him.
It's not a bad movie if you forget that it's supposed to be based on that book.
I saw it with like no predilections for the book or anything, and I thought it was
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if you know anything about the book, you'll realize they completely missed the point. But as a movie on its own, like if they called it anything but iRobot, it would have been,
Hmm.
better received, I think. All right, number 10. A series of disturbing set pieces that should come with a manual.
The Cell.
That's not a bad guess. You're in the right sort of tone. You're even in the right decade. That's Donnie Darko.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking some kind of mind fuckery.
Yeah. Number 9. The 40s meets the 80s meets what the 80s thought the 21st century would look like.
Oh my God. The 40s meets the... That's what throws me. Otherwise, I would have said Total Recall.
Yeah.
Um,
Just think of that mixed aesthetic.
I don't know, man. The 40s keeps throwing me. 40s, 80s, and what the 80s thought the future would be like. I don't know. I'm curious. What is it?
Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I like Blade Runner. You got to be in the mood for it, though.
Love Blade Runner. Did you see the second one?
I haven't yet.
Awesome movie.
Awesome.
So good.
That's good.
So good. It was by the guy who directed Arrival, so I had pretty high hopes because Arrival was a really good movie.
I wonder if AJ's seen it.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. It's like his favorite thing.
He was going on about how this is one of the few movies that he was going to go see in the theater.
Ooh.
And I told him, I had to make this joke, so I was like, let me look up what else is coming out on that day, right? So I can just make some sort of joke, right?
Okay.
So I look it up, and it said that the My Little Pony movie was coming out on that day, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking perfect.
Oh, shit.
So I said, you might want to dress up a little, because if you show up with like crumbs on your shirt or something, they might, the My Little Pony movie's out on the same day. They might make some assumptions.
Like, oh, let's get another My Little Pony ticket ready. Here we go.
Yeah, right. They're just like already handing it to him. Now he was like, you motherfucker, I will wear a suit if that's what's necessary. And I said,
Nice.
yeah. And I said, yeah, I imagine a lot of the furries would be wearing suits.
That's what they call them? Suits?
Yeah, fursuits.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. Cops give a PTSD-afflicted veteran a hard time. He gives them PTSD.
Oh.
It's a really good description of this movie, too.
Dang. Cops give PTSD victim a hard time. They give them PTSD.
And he gives them PTSD.
I don't know, man.
All right, well,
I'm mind flooding myself.
it's First Blood.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I mean, it's true. There's a bunch of cops hassling him for basically no reason.
Do you...
Didn't end well for them.
Do you remember the scene at the end where he basically goes batshit insane by himself? That's so weird to see.
Well, he wasn't by himself. Troutman was there. He was ranting at him.
But it's... Or, yeah, like...
Do you know that scene was supposed to accumulate in Troutman shooting him in the head?
Oh, wow. Why
No.
did they change it?
Because
Sequels?
the test audiences thought it was too depressing. That's how the book ended.
Oof.
All right. Number 7. A convicted criminal feigns insanity because time in a hospital is easier than time in prison. The hospital nurse disagrees.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Yeah,
Nest?
that's like too easy. I was gonna say, if you didn't get that, that's because you wouldn't have seen it then, But even people who don't see it kind of know the
seen it a
plot,
couple times.
know?
Yeah.
Okay, number 6. Hermaphrodite clownfish desperately searches for son to reproduce next batch of eggs.
Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to say it was clownfish, and it's right there.
Hermaphrodite clownfish. Yep.
All clownfish are hermaphrodites.
Yeah.
Number 5. A jigsaw puzzle of lead and blood and endlessly quotable dialogue.
Lead and blood. Saw? Because they said jigsaw.
No, a jigsaw puzzle.
A puzzle. Like an actual puzzle?
No, like, okay, I'll just tell you it's Pulp Fiction because, you have to piece it together.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
told
because
out of order.
it's out of order, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Number 4. A troubled young man forms a bond with a charismatic cult leader, then something about China.
What? Something about China.
There's literally a question mark there. I haven't seen this movie, so I can't tell you the accuracy of it.
Chinatown? I don't know.
Chinatown. It's The Master.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Okay. Teenagers hear of an escaped convict and decide to take law into their own hands.
Teenagers.
That's funny.
Escape convict.
This is really out there.
Uh,
It's one of the... You're not going to get it, but then when I say it, you'll be like, oh, of course.
oh, of course. What is it?
It's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, all right.
'Cause that's literally what it is, right?
Yeah, but then turns out the bad guys,
Yeah. Number 2. We don't understand the continuity either, so fuck it. Let's start over.
the continuity. I don't know. It's got to be some reboot, right?
It is a reboot, yeah.
The continuity. I don't know. Halloween, Friday the 13th, Star Trek.
I mean, it's... yeah, but none of those had... Well, Halloween did. But, I mean, you got it, like, really confusing timelines. It's actually X-Men. It's X-Men Days of Future Past.
Days of Future...
Yeah.
Okay. And
Halloween is fucking confusing. Like, did you see James Rolfe's video on the new Halloween movie?
Not yet. I've seen that he posted it, though.
It's really funny because he's, you know, he just rapid fire rants about how wacky the continuity is, because it's like, this is Halloween 11, but it's really Halloween 2, but it's the third movie called Halloween 2 and the third movie called Halloween. So he said it's the third Halloween 2, because if you think of it, there was actual Halloween 2, right?
And then there was
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this one, which is the sequel to Halloween, but it's called Halloween, and it's the third movie called Halloween.
Just call it H40.
He made that same fucking joke.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Just like H2O was the real Halloween 3 in a way, but it ignored 4, 5, and 6.
I liked Season of the Witch. That's what it was called, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't a sequel to Halloween 2.
No.
How H2O was. But so was Halloween 4. Halloween 4 was a sequel to Halloween 2. But you know what's interesting what they're doing with this one is apparently Laurie and Michael are not brother and sister in this movie.
Okay.
Because that you got to think that was something that they came up with in Halloween 2. So they're talking about it, and then, you know, in the trailer, because I saw the trailer, it looks good. Oh my god. Do you hear this?
What is going on?
Sometimes my phone decides to play catch up with Discord.
Oh.
It gives me a whole bunch of alerts all at once. So, yeah, this one character is like, wasn't that like his sister or something? They're like, no, that's just something people made up.
So John Carpenter's doing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks interesting enough. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but
I don't know.
Check it out.
I'd go in cautiously.
Well, I go in cautiously to any Halloween movie other than the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3 is great, but it's, you know, not connected.
It's a different kind of great.
Okay, number 1. They try and 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 finally succeed.
Holy hell. That's a lot of trying.
That could be almost any movie, but there's a reason. You'll understand once I say what it is. Should I just say it?
What is it?
Edge of Tomorrow.
You know, I haven't seen that, and I wanna.
Okay, well, I won't spoil nothing then.
Live, die, repeat.
Well, that was the tagline.
Yeah.
So, out of 26, what do you say?
I like those. Those are fun.
It's fun, yeah. That's always fun.
Some of them can be a little too ambiguous.
Yeah.
So, 23.
I'm going to say 21. Some of them were too easy, and some of them were way too fucking hard.
And not so much hard, just, it could be this movie. It could be that movie.
Like,
it could
you know,
be
like the Hateful Eight one. Everybody curses and then dies. That could be any Tarantino movie almost. Like,
yeah.
It could be Reservoir Dogs. It could be Pulp Fiction. You know, it could be a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, Reservoir Dogs, the end bit, man.
He's just a bloodbath at that point.
Don't point that gun at my dad. Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, so here's another one from Cracked. I have 18 acts of sarcasm that make us proud to be smartasses.
Yeah, I like cracking wise here and there.
So, but these are not just wisecracks. These are acts of sarcasm. I think you
Ooh.
appreciate this. These are really good. Okay. So, number 18. When renowned street artist Banksy was rejected by the Metropolitan Police spokesperson, he responded in true Banksy fashion and produced one of the best quotes you'll find on the back of any book cover, which is, "There's no way you're going to get a quote from us to use on your book cover."
That's a quote.
Yeah, attributed to the Metropolitan Police spokesperson. That's amazing, isn't it?
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Number 17. You would probably have a social life. That was Netflix's response to a user who sent them a thankful message on Facebook wondering what she would do without them. It's
Ooh.
almost like a Wendy's level burn, right?
That's a little sass there.
Sassy Netflix. Number 16. Ruling on a case where a man tried to avoid paying income tax by claiming wages were not income, appellate judge Frank Easterbrook wrote, "Some people believe with great fervor preposterous things that just happen to coincide with their self-interest."
Ooh, that's classy sass.
It is classy sass. It's classicist.
Nice.
Okay, number 15. If this were a sci-fi melodrama, it might be called Speechzilla meets Trademark Kong. So wrote Ninth Circuit Court Judge Alex Kaczynski in the matter of Mattel versus MCA Records over trademark infringements involving the Aqua song Barbie Girl. After finding in favor of MCA Records, Judge Kaczynski concluded with, "The parties are advised to chill."
Ah, to chill.
I like that.
I'd love to have been there just to hear them say that.
Number 14. Irritated that the very first question of an interview about her film was if she read the book or if she's too busy to read, model turned actress Cara, I can't pronounce her last name, Delevingne, I think, replied, "No, I never read the book or the script, actually. I just kind of winged it."
Oh, mm-hmm.
Well,
She
I
don't need no
know.
script.
I think some people who saw Valerian and they might have thought that you actually did wing it on that.
I haven't seen it, and
I didn't see either, but it didn't get the greatest response.
sadly, no.
Yeah. Number 13. In February of 2016, the Treasurer of Australia, Scott Morrison, used a unicorn metaphor in an interview. "I'm not going to try to sell the Australian public a unicorn." This led to a rival politician releasing a statement on the same day which said he congratulates Scott Morrison for having developed a clear and well-formed position on unicorns. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Number 12. Just before the U.S. election results were announced, Royal Jordanian Airlines published this ad on Twitter. "Just in case he wins, travel to the U.S. while you're still allowed to."
Oh, damn.
I like it.
Relevant.
Very relevant, yeah. Number 11. This is from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The ninth season episode "The Gang Tries Desperately to Win an Award" was a sarcastic love letter from the gang to the TV awards establishment. The entire episode points out and mocks common tropes from award-winning comedies, like having cute but not funny girls, a single black friend, and loud fake colors everywhere. To make sure the point couldn't be missed, the episode ends with Charlie singing "I don't need your trophies or your gold. I just want to tell you to all go fuck yourselves," while spitting at a crowd of judges.
Damn, I haven't seen that season yet. I gotta get on that.
Yeah, I've only seen a few scattered episodes of this, but that sounds amazing.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Number 10. Contrasting the cost of things Westerners take for granted with what an equal amount could support in developing nations, these ads were created for Cordald Mensen in Nood, or People in Need, a Catholic charitable fund based in the Netherlands. It shows this like emaciated woman from like Ethiopia or something with like a Gucci bag and designer sunglasses and things like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Oh, is that the whole thing?
that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Ugh.
Number 9. This is a vintage one here. In the presidential debate with Ronald Reagan and Walter Mondale in 1984, when panelist Henry Truitt hit Reagan with the question about being too old to lead during a crisis, Reagan replied, "Not at all, Mr. Truitt, and I want you to know that also I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I'm not going to exploit for political purposes my opponent's youth and inexperience."
Oh, bam.
I mean, Mondale was like in his 70s, so it's...
It's still pretty funny though.
Yeah, that's what's funny about it is Reagan was that old, you know.
Nice little burn.
Yeah. Number 8. At the Oscar nominees luncheon, a reporter told Emma Stone, "You look beautiful as always." Stone replied, "Oh, thank you. That's all that matters."
Oh, jeez. All right. Little Miss Stuck Up over here.
I mean, I think she's making a point that that's all they care about.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters is looks.
To them, at least, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Number 7, Robert M. Lee was annoyed that his fellow security professionals didn't understand SCADA, computer systems for installations like satellites and nuclear power plants, even though they were working on it. So he wrote a children's book called SCADA and Me to explain it to them in painfully simple terms. I like that. That's good.
I wonder if you could read that to little kids and teach them about SCADA.
Or you could, if you're going to read a book, how about Go the Fuck to Sleep?
Yeah.
Number 6. While Hurricane Irene was battering the East Coast in August 2011, Chris Brown tweeted, "Please pray for Virginia." To which TV writer and producer Danny Zucker replied, "Oh God, what did you do to her?" That shade, though. I love it.
Serves them right.
Yeah, well, fuck Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Number 5. President Obama notices Donald Trump in attendance during the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner. So he kind of had a little fun at his expense. Donald Trump is here tonight. Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter, like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac?
Wow, Obama.
You know, some people think that made Trump so mad that's why he ran for president.
Oh, look what you did. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama, yeah. Number 4. Responding to a harassing email, game developer Brianna Wu wrote, "If you're going to be a pathetic dickhead, be the best dickhead you can be. Don't settle for mediocrity." You know, I'm not much a fan of Brianna Wu. I think she's a shithead, but that is a pretty good comeback.
Why is she such a shithead?
Oh, man, you don't even want to get into that whole Brianna Wu discussion. She's just...
All right.
She's kind of a professional victim, you know what I mean?
All right, if I don't know, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
But let me just put it to you this way. Who the fuck replies to harassing emails?
You just delete.
You know what I mean? Like you're giving them agency at that point. Like, I know the whole Gamergate thing was bullshit and all these people are horrible bastards. Don't give them a forum.
Yeah, it's feeding the trolls, right?
Yeah. Well, she certainly fed the trolls.
Nom nom nom.
Waka 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 waka. Number 3. My esteem in this country has gone up substantially. It is very nice now that when people wave at me, they use all their fingers. That was Jimmy Carter.
Ha! Not just the one.
Yeah. Number 2. A local attorney and season ticket holder, Dale O. Cox, wrote to the Cleveland Browns threatening legal action because the team was not preventing other fans from making paper airplanes out of the programs during games. The Browns' official legal response was short and to the point. Dear Mr. Cox, attached is a letter that we received on November 19th, 1974. I feel that you should be aware that some asshole is signing your name to stupid letters. You're very truly yours, Cleveland Stadium Court.
Ooh.
That's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Like, make it like, oh, this couldn't have been you. You're not an asshole.
But your name is here. Someone's clearly using your name.
I love it. And number 1, I love this one too. This is great. When a male reporter kept pushing Anne Hathaway about her feline fitness regime during an interview about The Dark Knight Rises, she responded thusly, "Are you trying to lose weight? What's the deal, man? You look great. No, seriously, we have to talk about this. What do you want? Are you trying to fit into a cat suit?" Oh, it's
not
it's
bad.
So true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, out of 18, I enjoyed the majority of these. 17. Why not?
I was gonna give it a 17 as well.
Well, shit. It's almost.
Then
like
I guess
we
I will.
agree. Yeah. Damn. I mean, holy crap, right?
Holy crap on a cracker.
Holy Christ on a cracker. Okay, let me bring up my app here because I got lots of stuff on here.
There's an app for that.
Good Lord, you are
Mm,
an old lame-o, I swear.
yeah,
And you're
I
younger than me. That's what's funny about it.
I am.
All right. Well, I have a bunch of shit on here. Let me find my
Hope you
favorites.
find a list.
Oh, I will find many lists. I just got to actually go to my favorites on here.
I mean, clearly you have a lot of shit.
Yeah. Some of the shit is lists.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start with this one. 37 random but fascinating facts about classic TV shows.
Fascinating.
There you go. So each one of these is about a different show. It's just some random fact. I guess we'll find out if they're interesting or not.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Okay, so number one, the first one's about Friends. There was a chance that Jennifer Aniston wasn't going to get to play Rachel because of another pilot that she was in. So while they shot the show's promo shots, she was asked to step out of a handful of them in case she didn't end up being on the show.
Darn, boy, I would have missed that.
Yeah, I know, right? I hated Friends.
Yeah, me
Hated
too.
it. Well, it goes very different direction because the second one's about the Muppet Show.
Oh,
Most of the Muppets are left-handed. Why? Well, most puppeteers use their dominant or right hand to work the puppet's mouth, which means they would use their left hand to move the puppet's left hand.
oh, that's interesting.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, The Sopranos. This one's about. Brett Wicks, he designed the logo for the show. He originally thought The Sopranos was going to be about singers, not mobsters. He felt it was important for the logo to overcome any preconceptions that the name might imply, which probably explains the gun in the now iconic logo.
Ah, so it's
So
like
somebody
this,
told him, by the way, this is about mobsters, and he's like, holy shit, I better fix it.
so make turn the R into a gun.
Yeah,
Boom.
boom, bada bing, bada boom, right?
Yeah.
Bada bing, there you go. Number 4, this one's about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In the earlier seasons, Will Smith would learn the entire script, which means sometimes he can be seen mouthing other actors' lines.
Oh, I wonder if they kept that in.
Yeah, there's a screenshot where
Oh
somebody else is
man.
talking, and you can see he's kind of, you know. Number 5, The Office. Phyllis Smith, who plays Phyllis Vance, was initially an assistant casting director for the show, but producers loved her so much when she was reading lines with actors during their auditions that she was offered the role.
Oh, I don't really know that show that well.
It's an interesting thing, though, that one of
It
the
is.
casting directors... That kind of reminds me of, you know the band Genesis, right?
Yes.
So originally, they had the singer Peter Gabriel, and then he left after so many albums, and they were auditioning people to be the singer, and the vocal coach was for these singers was Phil Collins,
Oh,
and
okay.
eventually they were like, Phil, why don't you just do it? I said, but I got to play the drums, Number 6, this is from the Flintstones. Pebbles was originally going to be a boy until a toy company said that a girl would make more money because they could sell Pebbles dolls. According to the Flintstones creator Joseph Barbera, the dolls made around $3 million in the first 2 months.
Ooh, that's like 60s money.
Yeah, I mean, $3 million in 2 months. Back then, that they sold a lot of fucking Pebbles dolls, huh?
Them's a lot of pebbles.
Number 7, this is for The Cosby Show. Sandra was almost played by Whitney Houston instead of Sabrina LaBeouf, but she turned down the role to pursue music.
Probably a good move.
I don't know, considering how it turned out for her, maybe she should have been on The Cosby Show.
Actually, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
things would have been a little less rough.
I think she
guess.
would. I think she also looked more like the rest of the cast than the real Sandra did. Like, 'cause Sandra was like super light skinned.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of stuck out in the Cosby Kids,
Yeah.
Number 8, this one's for the Golden Girls. Rue McClanahan allegedly kept all of or most of Blanche's clothes.
Oh.
Well, that's a lot of fucking clothes because she had a different fucking stupid dress on every episode.
Well, maybe it was in her contract. Whatever I wear, I keep.
Or maybe she just stole them, like Adam West stole all the costumes from the set of Batman.
Really?
Yeah, they said. I remember seeing this interview with him and Burt Ward and a couple other people from the show, and then they had some of the producers there, and they said something about how all the costumes turned up missing, and they never knew what happened to them, and Adam West was just like, "Oh, I have them."
Just casually, oh,
Yeah.
well, they're mine.
Exactly. Number 9, Happy Days. Ron Howard accepted a role in the pilot of the show to avoid the Vietnam War draft. According to Howard, he had a horrible draft number, 41 or 42, and because the government wasn't accepting college deferment anymore, he had just been accepted into USC's School of Cinematic Arts, he needed a work deferment.
Oh, wow.
Oh, lucky for him, huh?
And he went into directing.
Yeah. Number 10, this one's for A Different World. To keep the show authentic and relevant, producer and director Debbie Allen, who went to Howard University, took the writing staff on field trips to Morehouse College and Spelman College in Atlanta so they could actually experience and understand historically black colleges.
Oh, I've never seen A Different World.
You know, it was a good show. It was kind of like a low-key a Cosby spin-off.
Were there characters crossing over?
Well, one of the kids went to college there, but then she was written out of A Different World, and the show continued without her.
Okay.
It was a good show. Number 11, this one's for The X-Files. To compensate for the 10-inch height difference between David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson, Anderson often stood on a box during scenes. I didn't know she was so short.
That would have been funny to pull back and just see it.
Yeah, the blooper reel, right?
Yeah.
Scully, why are you standing on a box? Number 12.
It's not a box, it's a milk crate.
That sounds less like Scully and more like Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
Scully was so soft-spoken, and then you hear Gillian Anderson talk, and she sounds like she's ready to kick somebody's ass.
Maybe because she is.
Maybe. Number 12, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was the first show to use the word Google as a verb on TV.
That was quite some time ago, too.
Yeah. Well, it also ran for a long time, so. Number 13, this is for Saturday Night Live. Jim Carrey auditioned to be a cast member multiple times, but was never hired.
Yeah, I knew about this, but then he got onto In Living Color.
Well, actually, if you consider In Living Color was where he started, that's probably why he couldn't get on Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels had this whole thing that if somebody had appeared on any other kind of sketch comedy show, they would not be allowed to be a cast member of SNL.
Well, oh wow, that's a bit inclusive, exclusive, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about that. Like, Artie Lang actually is the reason I heard about that, because he tried out for SNL, and Lorne basically told him, "Nah, it's not happening because you were on Mad TV."
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay, so number 14, this one's for I Love Lucy. When the show first aired, it was sponsored by Philip Morris cigarettes, which is one of the reasons why Lucy, Desi, Ethel, and Fred were always smoking.
Were they always smoking on that show? I don't remember them
smoking. They were smoking quite a lot, yeah.
Maybe I just tried to block that out of my head.
Or maybe you just didn't notice it because they were always doing it.
Ooh, subliminal.
Yeah. Number 15, this is for Cheers. Ted Danson actually went to 2 weeks of bartending school to prepare for his role as Sam.
Huh.
That's interesting, I guess. Did you think it would make him funnier?
Oh.
Like, what?
I don't know. Maybe just to be in the environment.
I guess. Number 16, this is for Frasier. Kelsey Grammer was the first actor to be nominated for an Emmy for the same character on 3 different series, Frasier, Cheers, and Wings.
What, was it like a guest spot on Wings?
I have no idea, because Wings was one of those shows that was so horrifically bad that I would change the channel as soon as I saw it was on.
Yeah, that's a definite channel changer.
Number 17, this is for Seinfeld. The show's composer slightly tweaked the opening theme music for every new episode.
I think I heard about that before already.
I always assumed that they were just taking from different parts of the same recording.
Yeah, like it was some kind of just long jam.
Yeah, like maybe there was a whole record of a guy with a bass guitar just going, just doing that, and they would just take like a different clip of it for each episode.
Yeah, see, that seems like the logical thing to do.
Yeah. Number 18, this one's for Breaking Bad. When you combine the titles of Season 2's 1st, 4th, 10th, and 13th episodes, you get 737 down over ABQ, which is foreshadowing of the plane crash at the end of the season.
Why those episodes? That's a bit obscure and obtuse.
So is a lot of the shit in Breaking Bad. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but what about the names of the episodes for the other episodes.
Maybe they spell out something else. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Number 19, this is for Mad Men. It was the first basic cable show to be nominated for Best Drama alongside Damages.
Damages. I'd never even seen Damages.
Never heard of Damages, yeah. Now, number 20, this is for Sex and the City. If you look closely, which let's face it, we're not going to, you'll notice there is a continuity error in the opening sequence. The bus that splashes Carrie is full of passengers, but after the bus passes, people have magically disappeared.
Get out of here!
Who the fuck cares, right?
Yeah.
Number 21. For The Simpsons, you've probably heard this one. Homer's catchphrase, "Don't!" is written as annoyed grunt in the scripts.
Yep, annoyed grunt.
Basically, they give Dan Caston a lot of agency to make whatever noises he wants to, and that's the noise he chose.
Oh.
Number 22, this is for Married with Children and Modern Family. Ed O'Neill's characters on both shows can be seen reading the same newspaper.
The exact same one?
I'm looking at it, and it looks a little different to me. It looks a little... like, it's clearly that they tried to remake the same prop. You know what I mean?
You know what prop they should have remade is Biggins.
Oh, there you go. I've tried it all. Big uns, little uns, medium uns.
Yeah.
Number 23, this is for Parks and Recreation. Chris Pratt was not originally supposed to be a series regular, but he was so great as Andy that the writers created a bigger role for him. That happens a lot, though. I mean,
that happens in a lot of sitcoms or just TV shows.
That happened with Urkel, I mean.
And Breaking Bad, Jesse.
Yeah, no, Jesse was supposed to die.
Yeah, but then they were like, "Oh, he's too good. Let's keep him."
Well, he was good, but actually, no, who was supposed to only appear in a few episodes of Breaking Bad was Saul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now he got his own show.
Yeah, the prequel show, which is arguably just as good.
Wow.
Okay, so speaking of Urkel, this next one is for Family Matters. The infamous theme song As Days Go... Why is it infamous? As Days Go By wasn't always the theme song. What a Wonderful World was used in the pilot, though it has been replaced with As Days Go By in syndicated versions of the show.
What a wonderful... I don't know, that'd be kind of weird.
That would be weird. It's a totally different vibe, right?
It's very somber and slow.
Is, yeah. Number 25, this is for Full House. Dave Coulier stole Joey's iconic Cut It Out line from his friend Mark Sandrowski, who directs The Big Bang Theory. According to Coulier, to this day, Sandrowski says, "You owe me money for that."
Really? Just for Cut It Out?
Well,
Come on.
I guess it's not just for saying cut it out, but doing the stupid gesture and the goofy
things.
Yeah.
I guess you could put that on T-shirts and blah, blah, blah.
Number 26. This is for the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Valerie Harper almost didn't get the part of Rhoda because she was too attractive. Apparently the producers had someone more unkempt in mind.
You can unkempt someone up.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think they realized that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 27, this is for the Jeffersons. For 2 years, Marla Gibbs, who played Florence, kept her job at United Airlines in customer service while simultaneously filming for the show. Sometimes people would recognize her voice over the phone.
Oh, that's kind of...
That's hilarious. I love it. All right. Number 28, this is for the Brady Bunch. You might have noticed that the kids' bathroom didn't have a toilet. Allegedly, network censors at the time didn't want a toilet shown on TV.
Yeah, wasn't it until All in the Family? Or no, that was the first flush.
That was the first flush. I don't know where the first toilet was, though. You know, I mean, 6 kids in a house, you're going to need more than one toilet.
Yeah, what are they going to do? All go outside, dig a hole?
It's like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. The pile of clothes in the hall has served us for many years. I don't know whose clothes they are. Someone will never wearing that again.
Oh, God. Ew.
Number 29. This is for the West Wing. The longest walk and talk scene the show ever shot was 3 minutes long, took half a night to shoot, and involved around 500 extras.
That is a long, like, single shot.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Number 30, this is for Arrested Development. Tobias's mustache was almost a no-go on the show because apparently Fox has a no facial hair, no ball caps, no puffy sleeves motto for men.
Why?
That's
weird.
Search me, man.
Puffy sleeves. Why?
Maybe they were offended by that Seinfeld episode.
Oh, come on. It's a pirate shirt.
Yeah, the low talker.
Yeah.
Number 31, this is for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Rob whatever played Mac, and Caitlin Olsen, who played Dee, actually co-own a bar in Philly called Mac's Tavern.
Yeah, they're married.
That's interesting. Number 32, this is for 30 Rock. Donald Glover wrote the infamous Werewolf Bar Mitzvah song.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah? Which one's Werewolf Bar Mitzvah?
I don't know, but apparently it was a song on 30 Rock. I never watched 30 Rock, so, but apparently
it seems funny from the clips I've seen.
The song on it was written by Childish Gambino himself.
Cool.
Number 33, this is for Gilmore Girls. The town meeting scenes often took full 20-hour days to film because of all the characters' reaction shots. They would sometimes play games to make the time go by.
Jeez.
That seems unnecessarily complicated.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that show mostly just the two of them babbling at each other?
That's another one.
I don't know.
I've never watched.
I've never seen the show.
Number 34, this is for House. Lin-Manuel Miranda was in 2 episodes of the show. He played Dr. House's roommate in a psych ward. I remember that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Number
That's
35.
Cool.
This is for That 70s Show. I've actually heard this before. Mila Kunis lied about her age in her audition. They were looking for actors 18 or older to work around hour restrictions for minors, and at the time she was only 14.
Yeah, I've actually heard that too.
It doesn't get into it, but from what I heard, they kind of figured that she was too young, and they asked her, how old are you? And she said, I'll be 18 on my birthday. She didn't specify which birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Already hard.
Number 36, this is for It got her the job, right?
Yeah.
This is for Everybody Loves Raymond. Jane Sibbett, who played Carol on Friends, was originally offered the role of Deborah, and Maggie Wheeler, who played Janice on Friends, auditioned for the role of Deborah before ending up as Deborah's friend Linda.
Ooh, you became the friend.
The friend from Friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the last one. This is from How I Met Your Mother. Lindsay Fonseca and David Henry, who played Ted's kids, had to shoot all of their scenes during season 1 to work around the fact that Henry was going through puberty. Therefore, they had to keep the secret about the show's ending for 9 years.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
yeah.
So they didn't... That wasn't too clear, but it sounds like all the shots of the kids for all, like the entire show, were all filmed in 1 year.
That's crazy.
That makes sense, though, because he's supposedly telling the story, over a period of days, not years. So you would think that they wouldn't suddenly start getting a whole lot older, right?
Yeah, that'd be weird. If how long was that show on? 10 years? I
think it was 9, something like that.
Yeah, those kids would have not been kids anymore.
Well, what do you think out of 37?
37. I don't know. I liked a lot of those.
It was interesting.
Even some of the shows I don't like is like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. 35.
I'm going to say 32. Just seems like the thing. Okay, so I have a list here. It's just dumb shit from Yahoo Answers. We've done that kind of stuff before.
Just dumb shit.
Dumb shit from Yahoo Answers. Some of the questions on here, I've been on Yahoo Answers. I've seen some fucking shit.
I've seen some shit.
No, some fucking shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so this first one is 13 of these. If I shave my golden retriever like a lion, will the other dogs respect him more? Because he's kind of the neighborhood loser.
Aww.
That's terrible.
Aww. If I shave him like... Yeah, because dogs understand lions.
All right, this next one says, what goes good with coconut vodka? And the answer that was picked as best is teenage girls with low self-esteem and questionable morals.
Thumbs up.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Coconut vodka. It's got to be a flavored vodka.
Yeah, it can't be a real drink. It has to be some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zima.
A Bacardi Breezer.
Oh, God. Wine coolers.
Yep.
Is it bad to show hentai to my 2-year-old son? Please, my wife is very angry with me.
Well, figure it out. She's mad at you. Yes.
She probably has a reason for being mad. You fucking weirdo.
Oh my god. Tentacles don't need to go there.
I hope it wasn't the tentacle thing.
Ugh.
Okay, this one asks, what is the best way to milk a sheep?
From the teeth, I guess?
Why did this person think that this answer would be found on Yahoo Answers?
Yeah, this is the place to go.
Squeeze and pull, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a dumb, vague question. What does India produce more of? That's it.
They don't give options?
No. So you know what it is because I've noticed this a lot when I was on Yahoo Answers, is a lot of it was kids trying to get answers to their homework questions.
Oh.
And they just made the question. They didn't bother to put in the options. But the best answer chosen here was they produce more Indians than any other country on Earth.
This is a true fact.
Generally speaking, that is technically correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this one before. How to turn computer monitor into mirror. Hi. Does anyone know if it is possible to use a background that would essentially turn my computer monitor into a mirror? Scanning a mirror doesn't work.
Scanning a mirror. Turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Turn it off. It's kind of a mirror, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Best answer is, this is funny on so many levels. I can't believe you attempted to scan a mirror.
Yeah, what kind of result would you get?
Probably just white.
Yeah.
Okay. Will my laptop get heavier if I put more files on it? My MacBook Air weighs 2.3 pounds. If I download more files on it, will it make it heavier?
Oh
So
my
then,
God.
this amazing sarcastic reply. Yes, especially with heavy metal music or information about black holes. Light jazz and pictures of lights in bright skies weigh very little. Stick with bright colored stuff and fun light reading material to keep the weight of your laptop down.
You gotta love these serious but not serious answers.
Okay, can a dog get pregnant if a male dog humps a female's face?
Yeah, they'll get stomach pregnant.
Right, there's a little more. Hi. I was wondering, can a female dog have babies? Is a male dog humps its face? Please respond fast. Thank you. Oh, they need this answer now.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Okay, so this is, I want to break a bone. That's not a question, but okay, we'll move on.
My God.
I have never broken a bone in my life, so I stopped drinking milk and didn't eat a lot of things with calcium in it. And I would do stupid stuff and still not break bones, from jumping off of something 10 feet high to having my foot run over or having people try to break my arm. These are all dares, by the way, and I want to so bad, but no matter what I do, I can't break a bone. My sister, on the other hand, drinks milk every fucking day and has broken her wrist by falling on it or something, and her back from Is this the plot of Unbreakable?
I've heard this before.
Like,
from Yahoo Answers.
Okay, I haven't, but
yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Is somebody trying to break their bone? Or
yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, but they can't.
Bruce Willis?
This person's trying to break it, but then that other person, it breaks too easy. That's Unbreakable, right?
Yeah.
Call me Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass.
How do I ask my girlfriend to wear makeup around me at all times? Best answer. Take her to the mirror and say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the ugliest bitch without makeup of them all? Hopefully she'll get the message. Somebody will get a message.
Yeah, 5 across the eyes.
I accidentally swallowed a cough drop. Is that bad?
Yeah, you'll start coughing.
I love the best answer. Call the hospital. You have but minutes to live.
But minutes!
I like it. Is food good? And I love the best answer. Sure.
That's like the appropriate response.
Sure, it's good. It's all right. It's all right.
Sure.
I've had better.
Is food good?
This is the last one here. Is this the average of all questions asked on Yahoo Answers? I've developed a computer program, an API, which has aggregated all the questions asked on Yahoo Answers and come up with a composite of the questions. So here is the result. Do atheists believe that I'm an Aquarius with Virgo rising who may or may not be pregnant after unprotected sex, will call my baby Jules Champagne or Rose and has 10-10 for looks, or should I just kill myself?
How do you...
How accurate do you think my program is? Yes.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
I would say that flips all the switches.
It hits all the major notes for Yahoo and their stupidity. Out of 13, I even though like one or two of these I've seen before, I had to say 13. That was pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah, even though I've seen them, this is pretty much bottom of the barrel Yahoo right here. 13.
I mean, they're not just scraping the bottom of the barrel. They're getting underneath the barrel, you know.
Is food good?
Is food good? Okay, so I have 18 ridiculous facts that turned out to be true.
Okay.
Well, facts generally are true, so...
Well, you know, quote, facts.
Yeah, facts.
Unquote.
By the way, do you know what a factoid is?
A small fact?
No. It's actually something that sounds true, but isn't.
Ooh.
Isn't that interesting? Okay. Number one.
Wait, is that a factoid?
No, that's a fact. Although mammoths mostly died out 10,000 years ago, a small population remained on Wrangel Island near Siberia until 1650 BC. To put that in perspective, Stonehenge was already 400 to 1,500 years old.
Wow.
Like fucking Mammoth Island.
And mammoths were still kicking.
They were chilling. Number two, we tend to think that 1,000,000 and 1,000,000,000 are around the same, but there's a huge order of magnitude between the two numbers. For example, while 1,000,000 seconds is around 11 days, 1,000,000,000 seconds is around 32 years.
Wow, that is a lot.
That is a big difference, right?
Extremely big.
Number three, there is a tree that covers more ground than the average Walmart. The great banyan tree in Kolkata, India, has aerial roots which essentially look like other smaller trees, stretching for 156,000 square feet. In contrast, the average Walmart is around 105,000 square feet.
Wow, that'd be a cool tree to see.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Number four, if you save the red Fruit Loops for last because you crave that artificial cherry flavor, you're wasting your time. They're all the same flavor. Fruit. That comes from a blend of fruit flavors.
Fruit with the O's.
Yeah, the O's, exactly. Number
That'd
five.
That'd be funny if they spelled loops L-U-I-P-S.
L-U-I-P-S.
Yeah.
What? Loops. Number five. 2 people died because of a charity fundraising event where 1.5 million balloons were launched into the sky. United Way of Cleveland released the balloons during Balloon Fest in 1986, intending for them to go out over Lake Erie. However, the balloons drifted back into city airspace, impeding traffic and planes at the nearby airport. They also made it difficult for the Coast Guard to launch a search for 2 missing boaters who were later found dead.
Aw. Poor people, thanks to balloons.
That's a hell of a lot of balloons, though, huh?
That's a lot of balloons.
Imagine if it was 1 billion instead of 1,000,000, right?
4 people might have died.
No, it would have been like 70.
Yeah.
Number 6. We've actually talked about this on the show. If you have a kidney donated, they actually leave the non-functioning kidney in your body because it's too much hassle to take out. In other words, you'll end up with 3 kidneys in your body. It's not because it's too much hassle to take out. It's because bonding the non-working organ to the working organ helps it not reject as much.
Well, they tried that with, or they didn't really try that. They actually wanted to physically remove my defective kidney because it was essentially poisoning me.
Oh.
But when they went in, it turns out my body had just digested it.
Oh.
And there's just a vacant space where it once was.
That's like that Simpsons episode where Grandpa's kidneys just exploded.
Oh yeah, because he really had to go.
I mean, you are a modern medical marvel. I don't know how the fuck you are alive.
I get by.
You must, yeah.
I drink a lot of water.
Number 7. You probably already know that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth. But did you know that there are more trees on Earth in 2017, around 3 trillion, than there are stars in our Milky Way, around 250 billion?
Wow.
It's a lot of trees, huh?
More trees on Earth and
That's like
stars
when
in the
people
Milky
say,
Way.
like, oh, save a tree, by using less paper. I'm like, trust me, we got some fucking trees.
We got a lot of trees.
Yeah. I mean, loggers don't just cut down trees. They plant them, too.
Yeah,
And so they don't
because
go out of business.
loggers want more trees
Yeah.
to cut.
Number 8, almost all mammals have seen 7 cervical vertebrae, whether they're small as mice or as long or long as necked as giraffes. The only exceptions are sloths and manatees.
Oh,
Interesting.
I wonder why they're the exception to the rule.
Who knows? They don't explain it. Number 9, we share 98% of our DNA sequence with chimps, so the difference between us and our closest animal cousins is largely in how the DNA is read.
Wow, just such an insignificant little tweak.
Yeah. Number 10, while we tend to think of deserts as hot and sandy, the largest desert on Earth is actually Antarctica. It only gets 2 inches of precipitation every year, less than the Sahara Desert.
I think I knew that
Yeah,
before.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Number 11, a person with a uterus starts life with 6 to 7 million egg cells and doesn't produce any more after they're born. By puberty, when ovulation starts, there are only about 300,000 eggs left, and only about 1/100th of those will actually be ovulated.
Man, it really cuts down over time, doesn't it?
What happens to the rest? A big fucking omelet?
Ew.
Human caviar? I mean, like what is going on with that?
Oh, I'm picturing it. Oh!
Number 12. Water is really, really effective at stopping bullets. So effective that a .44 Magnum bullet shot from a handgun can be stopped by just 4 water balloons.
Wow.
Yeah. Water
That's some
slows
powerful
down bullets
water.
quite a lot. Remember when we were talking about that, like the theoretical technology stuff, and they had the liquid armor thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Number 13.
What is it? Mythbusters did like that thing where they would shoot guns into like a pool
Yeah.
just to see how much it would slow down. It slowed down a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you still don't want to get hit by it.
No.
But yeah. Number 13, honey never goes bad, and we're not talking like doesn't go bad for 10 or 15 years, kind of not going bad, because of honey's low moisture composition, which makes it difficult for bacteria to spoil, you could technically still eat honey made thousands of years ago, if you don't mind dealing with furious archaeologists, that is.
I wonder what thousands-year-old honey would taste like. Would it just taste like regular honey?
I imagine it would taste like honey.
Hmm.
Yeah. Number 14, there's a nuclear bomb believed to be missing off the coast of the U.S. Back in 1958, a collision between a B-47 bomber and an Air Force jet forced the bomber to drop its cargo in the ocean off Georgia. Later, congressional testimony revealed that it was a complete weapon. Don't worry, though, the Air Force says if the bomb is left intact and undisturbed, it should pose no hazard.
If left intact and undisturbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until James Cameron bumps into it,
Yeah. Looking around for shit.
Number 15. About 7% of all the people who have ever been born are still alive now. According to the Population Reference Bureau, around 101 billion people have been born, and around 7.4 of them are still alive today. That's possible because of exponential population growth over the last 100 years.
Yeah, more people are staying alive longer.
Yeah, because we come up with things to make us live longer, like vaccines, and somehow the system is fighting back.
Yeah. We're getting dumber.
Yeah. Number 16, meteorologists estimate the average cumulus cloud contains 200 tons of water. That's almost twice as heavy as the average blue whale.
Damn, those things gotta lose weight. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah, there you go, right? Number 17, if you drop silly putty from high enough, it actually shatters. In 2013, researchers dropped a 100-pound ball of silly putty from the roof of an 11-story building, and the ball shattered like glass. This
Whoa.
is possible because silly putty is a non-Newtonian fluid. Basically, sometimes the putty acts like a liquid and sometimes it acts like a solid.
Interesting. And I'm sure if you drop putty from high up enough, you ain't gonna get a high five.
High five.
High five.
My nephew the other day, he had a thing of silly putty. I was like, oh yeah, you have silly putty. I remember that when I was a kid. He didn't know about the thing where you press it up against like a newspaper or a comic book and it copies
You
it.
can copy it,
Yeah, he
yeah.
didn't know that, so I had to show it to him.
And did he go bananas after
He
that?
thought he was very impressed by it, yeah.
Nice.
Last one here, number 18. Oh, fuck. Fucking fuck. Pluto was discovered in 1930. Since it takes the no longer planet 248.09 years to travel once around the sun, it was a planet for less than half of one Pluto year.
Oh, poor Pluto.
Hi-yo.
Poor Pluto.
Wah, 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 wah.
Now what is it? A planetoid? A satellite? What do they call it now?
It's a dwarf planet.
Dwarf planet. There you go.
Like Ceres and Eris and a bunch
Eris.
of others. Yeah. Out of 18, yeah, there were a bunch here that I knew, but they were interesting. I will say 18.
Yeah, I found those all pretty informative. 18.
Okay, so let's see. Back up. I'm trying to get back to my. Here we are. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do like one more here.
Okay.
How about 25 Urban Dictionary definitions you need to know?
Oh God.
Okay, so let's like make a little bit of a game out of this. We won't go too crazy here, but I'm gonna say the phrase or word, and you tell me what you would define it as.
Well, I already got eking wrong, so let's see where we go.
Okay, so number 25 is internests.
Internest?
Internest, yes.
I don't know, like one of those communities, like a Reddit kind of thing.
No. An internest is the cocoon of blankets and pillows that you've gathered around yourself while spending long periods of time on the internet.
Oh, I know.
Number
Oh.
24 is askhole.
Ask hole?
Yes, an askhole. What's an askhole?
Somebody who asks too many damn questions and it's annoying.
Wow, you are really spot on that one. The definition is someone who asks too many stupid, pointless, or obnoxious questions.
Wow, all right.
You got that one, dude.
I've been an asshole before.
Who hasn't at one point or another, right?
You asking me a question?
Number 23, bedgasm.
Bedgasm.
It's a
Ugh.
bedgasm.
Is that where when you're in your bed and you're like all wrapped up and you feel really, really good and it's all nice and warm and toasty?
You know, you're not far off on that. It's the feeling of euphoria experienced when climbing into bed at the end of a very long day.
I was close.
You were very close.
Ballpark.
Okay. Twitler.
Twitler?
Twitler.
A Twitler.
Twitler.
Probably something to do with Twitter. Like
It is.
like a small tweet? Is it a small tweet?
No, it's a person who overuses their Twitter for attention and to indoctrinate the foolish.
Oh. I don't like
To use
them.
that in a sentence, the president is a twitler.
Fake news.
Number 21. You probably know this one. Because this was, you know this one. Dude Vorse.
Dude divorce? Is that what, breaking up with your best friend? He's a dude?
Yeah, it's the end of a bromance.
Yeah.
There was an
He
episode
doesn't
of,
care about it.
there was an episode of Bob's Burgers where they said about that. There was like, did you know that one out of every two bromances ends in dude divorce? Number 20 is Deja Brew.
Like BREW?
Yes.
Is that just a beer that you've tasted before?
No, it's slowly remembering things that you did while drunk.
I've done that.
Yeah, we've all had deja brew before, right?
I like that. Deja brew. Yeah.
Okay. Number 19, nonversation.
Oh, is that a one-sided conversation? You're trying to talk to somebody and they're just giving you nothing?
You're not far off. It's a completely worthless conversation or small talk.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 18, chair drobe.
Chairdrobe?
Chairdrobe.
How do you spell that?
Like wardrobe, but instead of wardrobe, it's chairdrobe.
Oh, but is it just a plethora of chairs?
No, it's like when you use your chair to hold your clothes.
Oh, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah. Texpectation.
Oh, I was going to say that's like waiting for an important text,
That's
but
exactly what it is.
oh, I was trying to get anticipation in there, like antexipation. That doesn't work.
It's the anticipation felt when waiting for a response to a text.
Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe.
Hiberdating. Hiberdating.
I think the first girl I ever dated was technically hiberdating because we were technically dating, but we like never saw each other. We just kind of had the nameplate there.
No, it's the opposite of that. It's
What?
ignoring all of your other friends while dating someone.
Oh, okay. I went in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Errorist.
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 I don't know. Somebody who goes around making a lot of incorrect claims.
Yeah, pretty much. Someone who repeatedly makes mistakes or is always wrong.
NoFX has an album called The War on Errorism.
To use it in a sentence, the president is an errorist.
Oh my god.
I can't help myself. Number 14, Borgasm.
Oh, that's the title of that book that chick wrote in Mallrats.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
Yeah, an analyzation of the typical 90s teen male.
No, it's not that. It's peak boredom, a climax of disinterest.
I'm feeling that right now. No, I'm just...
It's when you literally couldn't give less of a fuck, right?
Yeah, all fucks finally given out.
I think you'll like this one. Carcolepsy.
I hope that's not sleeping while driving your car.
No, but it's like somebody who gets in a car as a passenger and pretty much immediately falls asleep.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times.
Okay. Dyskinesia.
A lot of these are portmanteaus.
Yeah, they seem to be focusing on that. Dyskinesia.
Forgetting why the hell you went somewhere?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. When you get to where you were intending to go but forgot why you were going there.
Oh, somebody had a comedy bit about that. I think it was George Carlin. It was like, you ever walk into a room and can't remember why you went in there? That's it.
Yeah. Selfish.
Like SELL?
Yes.
Somebody who, I don't know, goes crazy with eBay selling shit?
Oh, CELL. I'm sorry.
Oh, CELL.
I didn't hear you right.
Oh.
That's my bad. It's like cell phone, but selfish.
Oh, they're just stuck on their phone all day?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Individual who continues talking on their phone so as to be rude or inconsiderate of other people.
Okay.
Pickentary.
Pickentary?
Pickentary.
Oh my god, where do you start? Pickentary. That an inability to choose something? They can't pick?
No, like picture. It's a picture posted to Facebook or on a blog that contains a biting or profound statement or a commentary.
Oh.
Unlightening.
Somebody trying to give out sage advice and it's like, nah, not that sage.
No, that sounds good, but that's not. I like that, but that's not. It's learning something that makes you dumber.
Like watching TLC? Hey, oh.
No, for example, learning the definition of unlightening just made me dumber.
Hey.
Okay.
That's... Oh.
Harassenger. What is harassenger?
Is that the person on the bus who's always got to make a stink about shit?
No, that's funny. You know, because that's where you went because you ride on buses.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's basically the side seat driver
Oh, side seat driver.
or the back seat driver. So they got to be critical of how you're driving.
Mm.
Yeah.
I have no place.
Yeah.
I have no claim to that because I can't drive.
Yeah. Columbusing.
Um, thinking you're going in the right direction when clearly you're not.
That's funny. You're close. It's claiming to have discovered something that has been around for years, decades, or centuries.
Well, you know, it's a side grade.
Okay. Afterclap.
Oh, you know, everybody's clapping, and then you got the one guy. Oh,
That's exactly it. The last person who claps after everyone else has stopped.
yeah, they want to be heard.
Universe.
YOU?
Yes.
You think the world revolves around you?
You're pretty much right on that. A person who has only knowledge of themselves, whose universe consists only of them.
Oh, there's a lot of
Should
people on reality shows.
Should I make another Trump joke, or should we? Or I guess I just did, huh?
You just did. You don't have to say it. Everybody's already made it.
Number 4. Googleheimers.
I like that. Off to the Googleheim.
Wow. What do you think Googleheimers is?
A Googleheimer.
No, not a Googleheimer. Googleheimers.
Oh, Googleheimers. People who rely solely on Google?
No, that's when you think of something that you want to Google, but by the time you get to your computer, you have forgotten what it was.
Oh, no.
I've had Googleheimers before.
Yeah, I guess I have too. It's like, what was that thing? Can't remember.
Googleheimers. Beer boarding.
Oh, like Alzheimer's. I get it now.
Yeah, now you get it.
Sorry, I was thinking too much like the Guggenheim.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying no, no, no.
So what's the next one?
Beer boarding.
Beer boarding. That like skateboarding drunk?
No. It's extracting secret information from a colleague by getting them drunk.
Like waterboarding.
Yeah, like waterboarding.
I get it now.
Yeah. Number 2, mantrum.
A dude throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, a childish rage displayed by a grown man when he does not get his way.
Yeah, stomping his feet, yelling out.
Yeah. And finally, chip tease.
Well, let me think.
Chip
tease. That's like, I don't know, somebody opens a bag of chips, and then they're like, you want one? Well, and then you're like, yeah. Like, oh, sorry, there's only crumbs left.
You're not too far off. You started out, I thought you were going to get it when you said when you open a bag of chips. It's
Yeah.
when you open a bag of chips and it's like mostly air.
Ah.
Yeah. So, yeah, out of how many was this? I got to scroll up to the top. 25. Out of 25, what do you think?
25. These are fun. I like those.
That was very fun. You know what? I know I said that was going to be the last one, but I got to do one more here. This is kind of relevant. It's funny. The 21 worst action movies of the 90s.
Oh, worst.
There were a lot
I have
of bad
I have a
action
feeling
movies.
that these are going to be best.
I don't know, man. You be the judge of that.
Mm.
So the first one is Firebirds. I've never seen Firebirds.
Oh, that's another thing. We might not have seen a lot of these.
I've not seen this one, yeah.
And it doesn't sound familiar.
I know Nick Cage was in it. That's about all I know.
Oh, being Nick Cage.
The next one is Marked for Death.
Sounds familiar.
Well, you could put almost any Steven Seagal movie on this list, and it would fit, you know, because he did a lot of action movies in the 90s, and they wasn't too good.
I have seen, back then, I did see a number of his movies, but dang if I remember.
Yeah, well, that's why. RoboCop 2.
I liked RoboCop 2. It wasn't obviously not as good as RoboCop, but I still liked it.
The only nice thing that I could say about RoboCop 2 is that it's not as bad as RoboCop 3.
Yeah, RoboCop 3 was not good.
But neither was RoboCop 2.
I still kind of liked RoboCop 2.
American Samurai.
Is that Steven Seagal?
No. I have seen this. And, well, it had action. That's all.
An
I
action
can say
movie had
about it.
action. Good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, there's no numbers on this. The next one is Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
I thought that was fun.
Oh, come on, Jesse.
Come on, it's Sly being,
You know that even Sylvester Stallone is embarrassed by that movie.
I thought it was fun.
Oh my God.
The one
Stallone
time
himself later called it one of the worst films in the entire solar system, including alien productions that we have not yet seen.
Well, that's a pretty good quote.
Yeah. Number 7. Oh, well, no, number 7. It's not. It's the 7th page, but the first page was just a header. Last Action Hero. I actually never saw Last Action Hero.
I like Last Action Hero, and I know a lot of people who do, and I think it's actually pretty good. It's satirical, it's self-referential. It knows what kind of movie it is.
Oh, I didn't see it. I know some people who saw it, and they were like, "Oh, it's all right," but nobody was really gaga over. Oh, hey, RoboCop 3 is on here. There you go.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
No, it's pretty bad. The next one is Striking Distance.
It sounds like a 90s movie.
I've never heard it. It does sound like a very 90s movie. As I see the picture has Bruce Willis in it. That's about it.
Really?
Oh, and Sarah Jessica Parker. That's gross.
Those two together?
Gross. Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Definitely the worst of the three.
It's definitely out of those 3 movies, it's the worst one, but it's not that bad.
I can watch it.
It's serviceable.
Well, if you have the choice, you gotta see the first one.
Well, you couldn't just have one Steven Seagal movie on here. The next one is On Deadly Ground.
I can't even remember what they're about. They're all such vague titles.
Well, yeah, all of them are like that. The next one, Batman Forever. Really? You have Batman and Robin came out in the 90s, but you pick Batman Forever to be on the list?
We're not done yet.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. You're right.
And I thought Batman Forever was fine.
I thought it was all right. I actually think it was a little better than Batman Returns, because Batman Returns really left a bad taste in my mouth.
Batman Returns is my favorite one of those.
When was the last time you actually sat and watched it?
A couple of years ago. Because I went through the first 4, before Chris Nolan.
Oh. Chain Reaction.
Who's in that one?
Morgan Freeman and Keanu Reeves. It was terrible. I did see it. It was bad.
It's a weird combo, but all right.
Yeah. It was bad. Maximum Risk.
I love these titles.
Surprisingly, that's not Steven Seagal. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh. Well, he's got the kicks, man. Muscles from Brussels.
That's all he's got, though.
Yeah.
Con Air. Con Air wasn't bad.
Really? They put Con Air on there?
Con Air was fun.
Con Air, con shit.
Double Team.
Oh, that's with the basketball player, isn't it?
Dennis Rodman, yeah.
Yes.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That was okay to watch it once, and then you never have to watch it again.
I didn't even watch it once.
I saw it once. I can barely remember it.
3 words for you. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That was good in a so bad it's good kind of way for me.
It is certainly campy.
And, the fights are still kind of fun.
No, they're not. The fights were so bad, dude.
Well, the CG is less said the better.
Yeah.
But the dialogue is, it's artiste.
Too bad. You will die.
Will die.
I'll take my mother.
Yeah, full stop.
Speed 2 Cruise Control.
That one I never saw.
I saw it. It was not good. It had good elements to it.
It had Sandy Bullock.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe was in it.
Oh,
he was the
usually
bad guy.
good.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Oh.
But God, was it dull.
Oh, that's too bad.
Steel.
Oh, Shaq.
You could barely call this an action movie.
This was at the time when superhero movies were kind of
Shitty.
touch and go, and even then.
Well, think about it. How many good superhero movies really came out in the 90s?
Um, well, Batman Returns. I liked.
Disagree.
Um, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
The Guyver.
I think that came out in the 80s, though, didn't it?
Didn't it? I can't.
You know what? I gotta find out. Because I know there was like a whole bunch of sequels. Oh, no, it was 1991.
Yes!
It also wasn't really good. I don't...
No, it wasn't.
No. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, like, The Crow was good.
City of Angels, not as much.
Well, the problem with City of Angels, it was a very well-made film until the point where they literally removed the ending and replaced it with crossfades and music.
Yeah, like, but that kind of sours the rest of it.
It really does, yeah. Okay, Knockoff. I didn't see Knockoff.
I don't even know who's in it. Never heard of it.
Van Damme.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Chill Factor.
Wait, is that the one about there's like someone's driving like an ice cream truck? Cuba Gooding Jr. driving an ice cream truck?
I have no idea. I'm trying to read it. It doesn't say anything about it. It just says that it stars Cuba Gooding Jr. and Skeet Ulrich.
Yes, Cuba Gooding Jr. driving an ice cream truck, and I think there's like a bomb, and they have to keep it cold because if it hits a certain temperature, it's like Speed.
So it's Speed 3, Chill Control.
Chill out.
Wait, hold on. The Mummy was not bad.
The first Mummy, oh, they're good. I like that.
No, I mean, the second one was pretty bad, but the first one was good.
I thought, yeah, there was a sliding scale, because once you got to the third one...
Sliding right downwards, right?
Yeah, and then even the Tom Cruise was just bottomed out.
I didn't see that.
Just bottomed out.
No desire whatsoever to see that.
Don't see it.
Well, anyway, I don't know how many there were, so just give it a letter grade.
Ooh, I don't know. So a lot of these I haven't seen, or some of them I haven't heard of. I don't know, B for bad.
Look, C for crap. I could come up with way worse movies from the 90s. I mean, Batman and Robin was not on that list.
But that's almost defies just how bad it truly is.
I mean, what was said about it? I think Kevin Smith said, it's not just the worst movie ever. It's the worst thing ever.
Wow. Did you know Joel Schumacher was told to, quote, toyify the movie more?
Oh yeah. If you ever want to really just have an interesting time, watch Batman and Robin on DVD or Blu-ray with the director's commentary on.
I listened to that, yeah.
It's like 90 minutes of apology. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
He doesn't really try to defend it or justify its existence or anything. He was
like, pigeonholed,
he's
man.
He's just like, yeah, I'm sorry.
This is what you got.
I mean, he did his career was never the same. I mean, he made some good movies after that. I very much enjoyed Phone Booth, but
I like Phone Booth too.
But yeah, for the most part, people think of Joel Schumacher as the Batman and Robin guy.
Yeah, then that's what he's going to be known for. And that's unfortunate because you get one bad movie, people just latch onto it.
Yeah, but that's not one bad movie. That's like, you got to remember the 90s. There was a Batman movie coming out, every couple of years. And, they weren't all great, but they were coming out and it was a big thing. And they were making lots of money off of merchandising and shit. And then all of a sudden, boom, it was over. Killed the franchise. I mean, think about it. Batman and Robin came out in 1998. They weren't able to get another Batman out until 2009.
11 years with no Batman.
11 years of no Batman movies.
That's crazy. Now they can't help themselves. They have to make Batman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last solo Batman movie that came out was Dark Knight Rises, so...
Yeah, but, they're trying to put him in all these other Justice League.
I'm waiting for my solo movie called The Batman. They were going to... Every time I hear something about it, I'm just like, oh, what are they doing?
Yeah, I mean,
yes
Affleck, no Affleck?
At first, he was supposed to direct it.
Yeah,
What
that would have
happened?
been that would have been great.
And now they're saying he might not even play Batman.
Nope.
I hope he does because I think he's good, and I really don't want to have to get used to another guy playing Batman. I mean, it's just crazy, but
DC's in a whirlwind of cinematic trouble.
You know what's interesting is they asked the writers of Infinity War what would they do to fix the DCEU, and they said they actually what they were asked was, can it be fixed? And they were like, oh yeah, of course, easily.
And what did they say?
Basically that they just have to concentrate on solo characters first and then worry about shit like Justice League later on. And they should just they should basically kind of take the advice from Justice League where Batman is talking to Flash and he says, save one person. It should be like, make one movie.
It worked with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but then came Justice League.
Yeah, they really pushed it a little too hard.
I just texted Julie to say that we're wrapping it up. And she says, okay, I'm rolling boulders, LOL.
Rolling boulders?
Is she playing a game? Well, hold on, let me look at Steam and see if she's playing something. I'm not understanding what she means by rolling boulders.
Katamari? I don't know.
Oh, I see. She's playing Rock of Ages 2.
Oh, yeah, you roll boulders.
Yeah.
You're a boulder and you roll.
Oh, let me message her on Steam. Oh, I see now. Rock of Ages 2. Rolling boulders. By the way, did you see that she made her triumphant return to my channel?
I did.
Yeah, that was cool. We want to do more stuff together. But anyway, that's been the List Critics.
Yes,
And,
List Critics
hopefully,
1.
If things work out, you'll be hearing List Critics 2 with Payton.
Here's hoping. Fingers crossed.
Well,
He's way funnier than I am.
I don't know. I think you're both very good at it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I think you're clever. He's outrageous.
Oh, I like that.
That's what I think.
And you're a little bit of both.
I'm dry.
All
right.
Yeah.
I got a filibuster while I bring... Oh, the recording software is right there. Sweet.
So convenient.
See you guys.